chaos made the town move. Watching from the bar, we chuckle and cheer. Bartending outside another cold beer. Pretending they rule, acting like kings. Forgotten reality wrapped up in wings of the nonsense. Y'all making us grin. Bars stood for philosophers, never gonna win. Beer bottles blinking, truth they can't see. Solving nonsense makes our night free. Solving nonsense makes our night free. Solving nonsense makes our night free.
Hey, folks, and welcome to this first rendition of Sov-Cits and Beer. I'm Nick, not Rekieta, and I will be your host today. I will be drinking beer and watching and reacting to sovereign citizens. You who are completely new here, you might realize, he doesn't sound American. You are absolutely correct. I am Swedish. And like Nick, I have a law degree. I work in labor law. And we don't have sovereign citizens over here because I don't know why. I hope it's not contagious. I mean, we have our own rednecks, hillbillies, and stuff like that. But we do not have our own sovereign citizens, at least not yet. All right. Hello, folks, and welcome. Being Nick not Rekieta is pretty brilliant from marketing perspective. Yeah. Now, I made a promise to my regular viewers. I will not grift on the Nick Rekieta situation. And I'm not. I'm just politely reminding people, I'm Nick, not Rekieta. We both have a law degree. We both have a giant elbow stuck to our face. That it's just that my head is so enormous, my nose look normal. So, what do we have at the lineup? Well, I'm going to start up with Innocent Gun Caribbean rum cask. So I'm splashing out here. On good beer. My trusty skull glass. Oh, look at this. Oh. Nom. Now, also in the lineup, if I'm encouraged, is the Wheel of Regrets. Now, if you're completely new here, this is the Wheel of Regrets. If I receive $50 in super chats, gifted memberships, and stuff like that, you bought yourself a spin on the wheel. There are hot sauces and booze. Now, sadly, the sour shot, the sour pear, it's gone. Yes. But we do have a replacement. We have sour cola. And that is the only Coke you will see on my show. See what I did? See what I did there? See what I did there? I invited some guests, and one of them is here. I'm trying to find a pun that goes, but I can't. He gets white girl wasted with 2 glasses of prosecco. It's Dave.
It's 2 glasses. It was a bottle, sir.
Oh,
How we doing? How was your
I'm
week,
doing-
Nick? How was your week?
It's been interesting.
Yeah.
Which is in our line of work not that good. It's been interesting. Yeah, it's been really interesting. General advice to people who want to be a client, to a lawyer: don't lie. Just that's a
Yeah.
good thing. Do not. Because it puts us in an awkward situation. Dave has an at least has the he can kick his client out. I'm in labor law. I am contracted by a union. I can't do that. I have to work with what I get. So yeah, this week has been interesting.
That's fun. I just realized I chatted as Great Lakes Shipwrights in your chat.
Oh, yeah, no worries.
Hello all.
Hello.
But yeah, we get to fire our clients from time to time, and sometimes it's a really fun thing to do. Other times not so fun because you're just dreading like the stupid bar complaint that's coming. But you still do it anyways because you can't allow your client. And here's the thing: when you talk to your attorney, people, if you ever have an attorney, you need to tell him everything or her everything. And you don't lie about it. And why would you not? Because they're there to help you. But so many clients lie to you. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, and now the ones who lie, then at least you can handle it. Then you have those who avoid telling the truth. Those can be a bit tricky when you walk up the steps to a negotiation or something like that, and you are faced with, well, we have this letter. You have? Oh, really? That's interesting. Who was the sender? Oh, my client. That's strange. He never told me about this.
What if they're guilty? Porcelain Thunder says. I don't care if they're guilty or not, but you know, if I don't want to say this, like, okay, I represent a lot of DUIs, right? And I know there's some attorneys out there like, I don't want to know how much you had to drink. Well, the vast majority of DUI cases are going to resolve themselves through a plea agreement, and you kind of want to know how much you had to drink. I don't ask that off the top, you know, but if we take a plea and then we're going to sentencing and say you blew like a 0.17 or something really high, that would, like, if I was at a 0.17, I'd be passed out in the sleep. Somehow you managed to drive a vehicle several miles down the road. So don't tell me you had like 2 shots. No. You had way more than 2 shots. So don't lie to me about that. That's the kind of thing I'm talking about.
Yeah, but he might be telling the truth. He had 2 shots just before he left the bar.
I still don't even know. I still don't even know if that would get you there to a 0.17. I think it's like 5 drinks or something like that to get you up there. So 5 shots, 5 beers. Now they could have been shots, you know, a bottle each, I suppose. But
yeah, I mean, there are different kinds of shot glasses. You have like the smaller one.
I thought that was a double. What do you mean that's a smaller one? I found out afterwards we were doing doubles. That's a double, isn't it? Or did you guys just make me feel good by telling me it was a double?
This is a single.
Damn it. Guys, lie to me. You all lie to me.
Oh.
That's okay. I felt good. I felt good for like the 6 months or so that lie existed. I felt good about myself, that I was doing doubles. I was hanging with the Swede and the Dane doing double shots, and now I find out the truth. If I did the murder and I take the stand, you cannot ask me, did you do it, right? That I cannot do. I cannot condone perjury. So I'd have to withdraw, but I don't have to explain while I'm withdrawing. I just tell the court, at least in Michigan, that there's a conflict. I cannot represent this client going forward. And I don't have to say why. I actually did that once. There was a guy who, I don't know if I told the story before. Maybe some people haven't heard it. There was a guy I represented, and he was buying 2 pieces of property on land contracts from the same owner. And what he would do is he would send, say, like $7,000 a month, which only covered one. And then he would like alternate. So he was always skipping a month on one of the properties. So he was sued on both properties. They were in different courts, different cases, because they're in different locations. And so we had the first trial, and the guy handed me a stack of checks, and I said $7,000 this month. He paid them all, right? And so the judge dismissed the case and found no cause of action for the plaintiff in that case. But in the next case, he wanted to submit the exact same checks and say, oh, I paid him. I was like, I can't do that because you submitted them on the last case. So I had to withdraw. I can't tell the court while I'm withdrawing, but I had to withdraw.
Yeah. And I see Fiery Red podcast in the chat. Fiery Red, you are not allowed to super chat or gift memberships. We fundraise to you so you would get money. The rest of you, you should. This is a bit of a grift stream with the Wheel of Regrets is in the background. Just waiting. Oh, another thing. Also, the wild sauce has retired, and it has been replaced with IG lemon drop. So because after many months, I'm out of the sour pear, and it's exchanged with sour cola, which is the only Coke you will see on my stream, and and with IG lemon drop hot sauce.
Did Zach say something fun in chat?
I don't know.
I don't see it anywhere. He's asking if someone erases
it's Following Friday. Oh. Matt says I would say replace it with Tabasco sauce. I mean, it's not that hot, is it? I mean,
Tabasco?
Yeah, it's mostly vinegar, and that's it. That it's what creates the reaction. It's not actually chili hot.
You can do wasabi. You ever do wasabi?
I don't have wasabi at home at the moment. No. But we are here for sovereign citizens, and I've been scouring the YouTubes for different clips who are not recent but has some time to it. I haven't actually, besides Brooks, I haven't seen these. I mean, I've been checking in a lot, talk with Mike when he does it and stuff like that, but me, no. So this will be interesting.
I love these people. This is what I'm here for. You know what? I'm going to go. Should I get a coffee or a disgusting Danish beer?
Disgusting Danish beer. This is the Sit and Beer Law Show.
All right. Let me go get a beer. I'll be right back.
All right. While we wait for him, other things in the lineup is whiskey, vodka, and of course, really bad tequila. But again, that is up to you. And as I said, $50 in super chats or gifted memberships buys you a spin on that wheel. That goes for Rumble Rants as well. I'm streaming on Rumble. I have the link posted in the chat. I'm also on Twitter, but there you go.
Matt's is unsubbing.
No! Don't unsub.
Yucky.
Sub to me. Sub to me. All right. But yeah.
Who do we have? Do we know the
have,
name of the Sitsov?
Not yet. This is from Old Squishy Garden, who did a compilation. But here we go. Here we go. Unicorn 11, thank you so much for your £10. Ooh, that's good money. That's actually good money. Thank you so much. Happy Friday, Nick. The same to you. The same to you. Entry required. Swedish 50 krona. Hey, Nick. My entry required former New Yorker. 20 year in Partille. Here with my kin wife to see you live. Have seen many shows. That's roughly what he writes. Yeah. Partille, that is an area in Gothenburg. I used to live in Gothenburg on a hissing island. So, yeah. Go Gothenburg. Even though we have a shit soccer team.
That's what's funny.
Yeah.
So
pound is bigger than euro. Pound is bigger than dollar. Or more worth.
Most of the athletic competition in Europe, it's funny because it's like cities versus cities. So in the US, that would be, it's not like, New York Giants versus the Detroit Lions or something like that. It would be like, I don't know, I'm trying to think of two cities that you guys would know. It'd be like Detroit versus Pontiac versus Ann Arbor.
Pontiac is a city?
Pontiac's a city, yeah.
I thought it was a car.
Well, it's a city too. Or Flint, right? Detroit versus Flint.
Flint is a rock. Oh.
Flint's where you can't drink the water. That's where Jamie lives.
Oh, okay. Oh, and thank you for reminding me, Gigi. Just minutes after or at the same time as let's see here, where is it? At my last stream yesterday, I got a donation from a person named Jamie, $10 via PayPal. Thank you so much. I didn't have time. I didn't see it until after the stream was over, but thank you so much. Pontiac was an Indian chief.
He was actually, and he captured a fort during the French and Indian War here, playing lacrosse.
Oh.
He used lacrosse to capture a fort.
Now, I'm a bit envious about the Gothenburg soccer team because it happens so much between their winning the league. I mean, you have, 4 or 5 new governments, world records and stuff like that. So while we at the Malmö soccer team, the last 20 years, I think we have 14 titles. So nothing really happens in between. It's really easy to be a Malmö fan.
Nice.
But yeah, let's see here. We will be reacting to set the stage. The defendant has already pled guilty to the underlying charges, thereby admitting jurisdiction and commission of the underlying offense, and is appearing today only to officially accept his generous deal. Let's see how that goes.
How's he gonna screw this up? Oh, can't hear anything. Oh, there we go.
All right, Mr. Mattsson's audio is connected now, so we are on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan. versus Robert Joseph Matson, file number 21-20513-FH. Today's date set for sentencing in this matter. We are proceeding today partially by video conference and partially in person. Mr. Daly is here in person. Mr. Daly, would you like to place your appearance on the record?
James Daly, appearing on behalf of Mr. Manson.
And we
What
also
is that
have,
demented crayon scratching
Mr.
he has?
Stevenson with us from Michigan Department of Corrections. And sir, you are Robert Joseph Matson, correct?
Well, I'm a living flesh and blood man, attorney for public officer or statutory citizen judge. I'm a living flesh and blood man.
All right, you are the living flesh and blood man who's known as Robert Matson, correct?
Attorney for Robert Joseph Matson, which would be all caps name.
The lawyer must be.
Judge, there was something that I was trying to talk to my attorney about.
I thought you just were the attorney.
Before you let me out of the hospital, I was in the hospital or the jail. I was
The hospital.
I was
Yeah.
experiencing a lot of pain and trouble. The jail was not treating me properly. After I got out of the jail, I went to the hospital and they hurried and rushed me to Toledo Hospital where I almost died. Had I not been released from jail when I did, I would be dead in that county jail.
Thank you, sir.
All right,
I
Mr.
will-
Matson,
Or something.
we're here
Yes,
for
sir.
your sentencing hearing today. I'm not really able to address issues of medical treatment while at the jail.
Well, I was just saying that
That's not-
there was
Mr.
something I
Matson,
agreed
Mr.
to.
Matson,
Yes.
Mr. Matson, don't interrupt me, please. The medical treatment that people receive at the jail is not within my purview, and I'm not going to address that today. So,
Well, I just saying I was going to correct my
Mr.
when I
Matson,
talked
Mr.
to you.
Matson, do not interrupt me.
So he has a plea deal of probation. This is how you make your. This is how you go to jail instead. One of the first rules in court: don't piss off the judge.
Yeah, so he's got to plead. This is
All
the
he has
thing
to
is,
say,
I-
I admit
wonder
to
if
the
they-
charges and he's out the door.
but a lot of clients want to address a ton of issues that aren't relevant, aren't up for discussion. And as the attorney, you're kind of like, no, I'm not dealing with that right now. Is this just because he's improper, or is this because he's some sits off, whatever?
Mm.
Please. Have you had an opportunity to read and review your pre-sentence report?
I did with the secretary for Mr. Daly.
Have you had an opportunity to discuss your pre-sentence report with Mr. Daly?
I haven't had an opportunity to discuss it with him. I did with the secretary.
The secretary got a hold of
Mr.
him.
Daly, if you could just let me allow him to finish his answer. What were you saying, Mr. Matson?
I did with the secretary. I talked to her over the phone and told her everything looked good. And I believe Mr. Daly was supposed to get back a hold of me. I don't know if he got too busy or
Okay,
something else happened.
all right. Thank you, Mr. Matson. Mr. Daly, you wanted to say something on that issue.
Yes, but my secretary contacted him in regards to the PSI. He said everything was right. He had no complaints about anything. I still tried to contact the bag, didn't get an answer.
All right.
Okay, how old is
Well,
this
what we'll do
prosecutor?
is have, if Mr. Daly, if you
I believe this prosecutor got his law license by Mr. Washington himself.
He's so old. Oh.
And the judge looks like the agent in the Marvel universe. What's his name? Agent Calder?
Oh yeah, Agent Carter. Yeah.
Carter. Yeah, Calder. Whatever.
be willing to step
Oh,
out
no,
into the
not
hallway.
Agent
We've got an
Carter.
iPad out there
That's the woman.
that we can log into the Zoom session.
But
And
I don't think he needs that. He's ready to be sentenced, Your Honor. You have any other questions, Mr. Mattson?
Yeah, Judge, I think the court's making a big mistake here. I've not,
I appreciate that, Mr. Mattson, and we've
I'm not
discussed
doing
it
any of
before.
my rights or immunities. I'm not a statutory citizen. I am sovereign. I'm not somebody who's under the
Mr. Mattson,
jurisdiction. I've never signed anything for
Mr.
the court.
Mattson, if you don't stop,
My God. This is why, first of all, some of these proceedings, if they're unrepresented, need to be in person. Secondly, I always wonder how I would respond as a judge in these situations. And I wish the judges had the ability to meet these people. Yeah, make them come to court. That's what I would do.
I would blow a casket, definitely. I mean,
What county is this?
talking to your device, okay? I've discussed all of these issues with you before,
Okay,
and
well,
you.
I object, but I mean,
Mr.
you're gonna
Mattson,
sentence me, that's what you're
all
doing.
right. I've muted Mr. Matson's device because he
There we
won't
go.
stop interrupting me. Mr. Mattson, what I'm trying to tell you is that we had discussed these issues before. You've raised those issues. I've ruled against those issues. And ultimately, you pled guilty of your own choice to the controlled substance, possession of narcotic less than 25 grams. And so I'm going to sentence you on that charge today. If you'd like, I will have Mr. Daly step into the hall and you can have a breakout session with him so you can speak with him about your pre-sentence investigation report. If you have questions or things that you want to talk with him about regarding that report. So I'm going to unmute your device now, and I want you to tell me whether you want a breakout session with Mr. Daly or not.
no, that can't be Nick. It's under 25 grams.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you now. You want a breakout session with Mr. Daly?
Well, I've tried to talk to Mr. Daly before, I mean,
Mr.
about this.
Mattson,
And,
answer my question. Do you
Yes,
want
sir.
a breakout session with Mr. Daly or not?
Your Honor, you're gonna do what you're gonna do. I mean, I've tried to talk to the courts and reason with the courts. I mean, if you're gonna sentence me today, then I just file for an appeal. I'm an objection to anything that happens today. I was under duress when I took the plea due to my life was at stake.
Mr. Mattson, please answer my question. Do you want a breakout session with Mr. Daly or not?
Mr. Daly hasn't been much of help for me, Your Honor, so. I mean,
That
the
is
court-
not an answer to my question, Mr. Mattson. Please answer the question. You want a breakout session with him or not?
This guy has something going on. You see how he's blinking? He admitted
Yeah.
to being in the hospital. Something's up with this guy.
Yeah.
So
No,
what they're talking about is there's a pre-sentence investigation report, and it goes over the facts of the case and the history of the defendant. And he's asking him if it's all true and correct, because that has to be placed on the record, because that's what the judge is basing it on. And so he needs to know if this guy has any objections. And since he's not represented, if he has objections, he needs to talk about that with the prosecutor, and then they need to put those on the record. So that's why he can't just make a ruling. He has to actually get this guy to engage in some way.
Sorry, Your Honor, it just ain't been doing me any help, no justice at all. I mean, I've already said what I had to say. If the courts is gonna sentence me today, then that's what they're gonna do. I don't agree with anything that's going on today. I'm sorry. It's just, my life was at stake when I had talked to the courts.
All right, Mr. Mattson, please stop
Yes, sir.
talking. So you refuse to answer my question about whether you want a breakout session with Mr. Daly or not. The law.
Well, I didn't
entitled-
want
Mr.
Mr.
Mattson,
Daly
stop
as my
talking.
attorney. Yes, sir.
The record to place Mr. Mattson on mute again because he's continually interrupting me. Mr. Mattson, what I'm trying to explain to you is that you have the right to discuss your pre-sentence report with your attorney before the sentencing. I've asked you 4, 5, maybe 6 times now whether you want to have the opportunity for that breakout session, and you won't give me a simple yes or no answer. So what I'm going to do right now is ask you to ask Mr. Daly to step into the hallway. We'll set up that iPad. I'm going to put you in a breakout session with Mr. Daly in order to make sure that I comply with your rights to have that breakout session. So at this point, I'm going to set that up, whether
where
you
he's
want
at
it or not, so that we have complied with that requirement.
Because it's not a coffee shop.
And he's off.
Judge, I just haven't repeated him from the
And he's back.
conversation you already had. I'm prepared for sentencing.
All right, Mr. Mattson, you've now had an opportunity to discuss the pre-sentence report with Mr. Daly. Is that correct?
No, he didn't want to hear me, Your Honor. He just told me that he was here to get me sentenced. I tried to talk to him about things. I tried to talk to him.
Yeah, that was probably the originator of this video cut out the part where they actually spoke, it seems.
Before we even went to court about things that was going on with my life and me about dying, and as far as being incarcerated in jail, which he didn't ever try to help me out, because if he would have did an investigation and known that I was in court and I was wrongfully put in jail. I told him I'm not a statutory citizen. I'm a constitutional citizen. I mean, he don't care to do anything to help me. All he cares about is just helping you guys out and get me sucked into the system. And it's wrong.
All right, for the record, I did provide Mr. Mattson with an opportunity to, with Mr. Daly in a
Is his name Madsen or Manson?
Mr. Mattson.
Madsen.
Yes, sir.
Typically, Danish
Satisfied with Mr. Daly and the advice that he's given.
I'm not satisfied with the advice he's giving me. No, sir.
No.
What is that?
Something in the background. I think it's a hospital or some.
He might be in the hospital.
Christine, member for 10 months. Thank you so much. And Salvador says he's making a good point. Sure. And Mads, as soon as he found out,
explain or challenge the accuracy or the relevancy of any of the information that's in your pre-sentence report.
The stuff that's in the pre-sentence report is directed to a statutory citizen. I'm not a statutory citizen. I'm a constitutional citizen. You cannot be a constitutional person and a statutory person at the same time, Your Honor. You have to be constitutional rights, which the court's designed to protect rights. So I was asking you, Judge, are you working as a banker or a judge today?
Banker?
I mean, there's nothing to show that there's even a is there anything to show that there's even a contract between us? I mean, is there?
This isn't a contract issue, Mr. Mattson. It's a criminal law issue.
For the crime to exist, Your Honor, there must be an injured party. Is there an injured party? I mean, in the constitutional rights, Sheriff is calling 481 F 945. In order for there to be a crime, there ought to be an injured party. If there's no injured party, there's no crime.
What?
All right, Mr. Mattson, you're arguing the basis of your conviction. Again, you pled guilty.
Okay, if there's no party, there's no crime. Is that because he's trying to say he's a sovereign citizen, so he cannot be a party in a trial?
Yeah, that's what they're trying to say. What he's trying to say is that in order for anyone to have jurisdiction over him, he must have consented. And since he didn't enter into a contract whereby he consented, then they don't have any authority over him. That's their whole deal. And it's nonsense. And I don't know where they get it from, but
he agreed to the plea deal. I mean,
yes,
allegedly.
To this charge. What I'm asking you is whether, Mr. Mattson, what I'm asking you is whether you'd wish to explain or challenge the accuracy or the relevancy of any of the information that is in your pre-sentence report. So is any of that information inaccurate?
Inaccurate as far as the person that reports they're trying to sentence in all caps names. It's not me. I'm a living flesh and blood man. You're after a fictional person.
All right, so with respect to that argument, what the court will say is that I will leave the information that is in the pre-sentence report in the pre-sentence report, and deny what seems to be some kind of a request to modify the pre-sentence report based on an argument that doesn't state any cognizable legal theory about a difference between Mr. Mattson as a human being and Mr. Mattson as something else. So the pre-sentence report will stand.
A person in flesh
So,
and blood.
you never even explained to me what the jurisdiction was. I tried from the beginning to
Mr.
see what the
Mattson, all
jurisdiction
right.
of the court is.
I'm going to mute Mr. Mattson again because he continues to interrupt me with a line of argument that I don't even know what to say about it. It just is, it's not a legal argument at all. It is some kind of fanciful belief that there's a difference between Mr. Mattson, the human being, and Mr. Mattson as some other entity, which is not recognized by the law, and I'm not going to entertain it any further. Mr. Daly, does the
There
pre-sentence
might
report
be
disclose any
dash
prior
cam
convictions in which
of
there
traffic
existed no
stops later on.
constitutional defects?
No, Your Honor.
The probation officers calculated the minimum sentencing guidelines in this case to be from 0 to 9 months. Do you agree with that computation of guidelines?
I do, Your
Mr.
Honor.
Daly?
I do.
Thank you.
Goal 3 has a more serious note. Since his neurological state seems to be affected, this could be more serious than Sov-Cits stuff. It might be so. Or he's a junkie.
Based on his actions, I think there's some more serious stuff going on, but he's sort of adopted this sit solve stuff, which makes him funny.
Before the court passes sentence, Mr. Daly, is there anything you'd like to say on behalf of Mr. Mattson?
I've had the same conversations with Mr. Mattson the courts have. He's never wanted to talk about this case. He's always wanted to talk about what he perceived are constitutional issues. He pled guilty. He knew what he was doing.
We are doing the Sov-Cits stuff, crime spice.
I'm prepared to complete the sentencing now.
All right, Mr. Mattson, in a moment, I'm going to unmute your microphone and I'm going to give you an opportunity for allocution. That's an opportunity to say anything that you'd like to say on your own behalf before the court passes sentence.
What's he going to say?
Yes, sir. Can you
All
hear
right,
me?
is there anything you'd like to say on your own behalf?
You said that. I can say anything that I wish before sentencing.
You can.
I'm sorry, sir.
You can.
Okay. Yes, sir. Your Honor. I mean, before I took that plea, I told Mr. Daly that I wanted to sit there. I wanted him to sit there, get the cameras for the courts to prove that I was at the court date the day that I was put in jail, and said that that I wasn't in the court for a contempt of court. He said, and I told him I wanted to fight my case, but I had to be out because I had medical issues. Mr. Daly said that's fine and all, but if you stay here and you fight this case, they'll keep you in here for a year fighting your case. You will not be let out of jail.
Now, Mr. Mattson might have issues, but he is coherent and he talks coherent. maybe there are issues, but not severe enough in a court. For a court.
I'm back and forth between, is he really sort of like mentally messed up, or is he one of those people that, like, when you go to your victim, they're like, but my baby's gonna be in the cold, you can't evict me, kind of people. Just throwing stuff up there to block, you know, the proper court proceedings. I'm back and forth on this guy. Every time he talks, I go back and forth.
Your Honor, I couldn't do that. I was in major pain. I would have died in that jail. My proof is within the doctor's records in the hospital. I had a serious condition which would have left me dead within a week from the time that I took the plea. The following day after I got up, my wife was killed in a car accident. Just everything's been going downhill for me ever since.
His wife was choked in a car accident? What?
What?
He said his wife was choked in a car accident? Is it or kill? I thought he said choked.
I have no idea, but we might get help in translating. He is the king of Sov-Cits, I've heard. At least king of local Indiana hillbillies. It's Kaiser Pineapple. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
How we doing?
And by the way, the correct term is redneck educated.
Redneck educated. There we go.
Or educated redneck. There you go. Sorry, dyslexic being hell sometimes. Y'all. Oh,
It's just part of
Jesus.
the
Is it
Crowns
Friday
Bar
yet?
Association. Yes, you wouldn't understand. I would definitely not understand. These people are out there. I remember, Parks and Recreation. I don't know if you guys ever watched the show or know about it.
Yeah, it's set in my state in a fictional town, so I'm well aware because I'm deep on the Indiana lore.
In the pilot episode, she's holding a town hall meeting about parks or something like that, and this guy came up. Well, it's a beautiful day. I just was arrested or something against the Constitution. I don't know. He was just rambling on. I was like, oh my God. And then you realize that these people are real. They're out there. They just want to talk
shocking.
about everything and minimize their own impact. They have an excuse for everything. My wife choked in a car accident and I'm in the hospital, so I was forced to take a plea. These people are infuriating.
He was also found with less than 25 grams of drugs on him. So
might be why he's in the hospital. He's coming down off that.
Oh, okay. Now, next one is it's titled "Judge Obliterates Sovereign Idiot."
Oh boy,
Let's see.
that sounds good.
Yeah. So let's see what that is all about. Oh, sound.
Docket as quickly as we can so that we can start on the jail docket. 2021 CR 19158, State versus Matthew Aldridge. Are you Matthew Aldridge?
And by the way, we
Are you Matthew
$27 to the next spin on the Wheel of Regrets.
You were what?
If you just joined us, and a bunch of you have, this is the Wheel of Regrets.
Nice.
It is hot sauces and booze. Vodka, sour shot, gin, scorpion sauce, aji lemon drop sauce, habanero sauce, and cloves of garlic. With your monetary support, you will get me fucked up.
Always fun.
In more than one ways, but not in a Nick Rekieta kind of way. I am Nick, not Rekieta.
Shots fired.
Ouch, man. Woof.
I promised my viewers I wouldn't drift out of the Nick Rekieta situation, and I'm not. I'm just having some fun with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Attorney what? Fact. Attorney of fact. And what does that mean?
His authorization to do legal
Are
representation.
you a licensed attorney?
No,
Or a licensed attorney? Nope. Thank you, Dave.
Here's to a spin.
Yay.
Happy Friday.
Here's to a spin. It's time for the Wheel of Regrets.
You know, if you guys donate enough that Nick runs out of the wheel, that's what's coming next.
And it's a gin shot. And it's not any gin shot. It is... Where the fuck... it's one of the last. But I do
Ooh.
have another bottle.
Is that even a full shot? Judging
We'll
by
see.
that shot glass, apparently, that's like
Mhm.
half a shot.
Ooh.
At 57.1%. So even
I feel like he's
Spicy.
cheating us.
not a full shot, it's still more
I
than
paid
Dave
for a
can
full
handle.
shot, sir.
It's not a full shot. You all entertain while I fetch another bottle.
All right.
Hey, I got this. Hang on. Let's see if this works.
Don't
I'm
get
Police
me yeeted.
Department member Tom Haverford. We are here to answer any and all of your questions, so fire away.
Well, it's a great day because last month they put me in jail. That's right. The head of the police is a 9th degree Mason.
That's just what I think of all the time when I see these things. That was like 2004. That was great.
Look, and I'm just gonna say it. You know, having had a granddad who was in the Masons, 9th degree ain't nothing.
The head of the police is a 9th degree Mason. They put me in jail last week. Yeah,
I
this is
do
what
have a virgin bottle.
enough for a
Nice.
proper shot. Got it.
So let's try to avoid to cut my thumb open this time.
Get Nick Yee to show all the spicy stuff. I will. Hey, I have full control of this studio. We'll see how long it lasts, depending on what I pull up.
Dun 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 dun.
Look at, I almost finished my first bottle.
Dun,
Skull.
dun, dun.
There you go. Cheers.
See, this liquid.
Whatever happened to the rule of twos for Swedes? You guys have a rule of twos. You can't do one shot without. It has to be even number of shots. So shouldn't each spin be 2 shots?
I can show you 2 things. No, we don't have. We
Was that something
We
that
have
my
a-
father-in-law just made up to have me do 2 shots?
yeah, probably. Now we do have a drinking song called "The Whole Thing Goes," and it starts off with a full, then a half, then a quarter, then an eighth, until the smaller and smaller. Cheers, folks! Cheers, folks! Whew.
As long as he keeps sitting down, the rule of twos is not relevant. Interesting.
And this is what happened. When I take, then I will hide that choice. So it will be more probable for a hot sauce next time. Oh, here we go.
There we go. And I didn't hear a shot counter, so it is all you, sir.
Down the hatch.
Okay. And thank you so much, TST. Thank you so much. Good luck, Nick, not Rekieta. All right. I will spin now. Then I will set my timer for 10 minutes until next. So I will space it out. If not, this might be a really short stream. Wheel of Regrets.
Nick always invites me onto these streams hoping that I'm able to shut it down when he gets too toasted.
Club of garlic. And what I have is chili pickled garlic.
Ooh. That
And
sounds
this is
amazing
actually-
to cook with, though.
Yeah, and this is actually really, really nice. So I'm actually taking 2.
Ooh.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah,
Nom, nom,
your
nom, nom, nom.
sentences.
So the rule of 2s apply when you want it to. Got it. Figuring
Shut
this out.
And you see, this is
And
why
the egg
anytime
clock is set on 10 minutes.
and this is why anytime I do drink, I have a double shot glass, but I have to drive later, so I'm not actually having anything but soda.
All right, let's move on with this guy who seems to believe he's a lawyer.
Okay. And does that mean you have a power of attorney? What is your name? What is your name?
My name?
Yes, sir.
I don't have.
You don't have a name? Pardon?
Name, I'm the attorney at fact for the respondent mayor.
They actually
Well, let me explain to you.
on-
Only an attorney at law
You
can
might have to
stand
order
in
it.
court
No.
and represent a criminal defendant.
Thank you so much.
And to do so otherwise violates the criminal law statutes of the state of Tennessee and could land someone who attempts to represent themselves as an attorney at law in serious trouble. I understand what you're saying. I understand you're saying an attorney in fact. And what I want you to understand is that if you have a power of attorney, then you need to demonstrate that power of attorney. Do you have a legal document called a power of attorney?
I do not this time.
Okay. Then you don't have any authority to act on behalf of Matthew Aldridge in this court. You have no legal authority, nor do you have any authority through a legal document to represent or to act on behalf of Matthew Aldridge.
Why don't we put court just let me file this document?
But my
Show it to
neighbor in the
relative,
trailer
show it
park
to
told me this would work.
You don't
Oh,
need a law degree?
Apparently there's a copy here. All right, this is in the state of Tennessee in Cheatham County and Chancery Court, which is filed in the wrong county because in the wrong court, because this is circuit court. You just be quiet.
You go to the courthouse, it comes up.
You need to listen to me instead of talking, okay?
Ooh.
This is a challenge to the
Grandpa's mad.
standing. The Supreme Court of the United States has stated that no corporation has standing anything
Oh,
to
no.
man.
Oh, no.
And then there's a quotation for Rundle versus Delaware Raritan Canal Company. And then it said, as well as it being a maximum law, citing certain Latin phrases, dissimilar things ought not to be joined by a definition of Black's Law Dictionary. So the respondent in error requires that the state of Tennessee Incorporated and Cheatham County Chancery Court prove their standing to proceed against a man in any court of law. You have 15 calendar days to prove your standing or forever yield to estoppel, waiver, and fraud, and cease and desist this proceeding immediately. More time is available if requested. And then this was signed by Matthew O'Neill Aldridge. Is that your signature?
That's the respondent in error.
All right. Well, I find that Matthew Neal Aldridge has failed to appear personally in this court for the plea day on his case, which is set for trial tomorrow. And as a result, you have no standing, sir, under what I know what you're trying to do is to try to use the sovereign citizen approach to this situation. And I'm simply telling you that you do not have the right to represent Matthew Neal Aldridge. If you are in fact Matthew Neal Aldridge, then you need to say so and stop this nonsense, because what you're attempting to do has no legal effect. You cannot challenge the criminal law or the jurisdiction of this court by simply filing some legal mumbo jumbo having to do with civil litigation. That has civil litigation in it. It is not a criminal case that you have cited. So it has no effect on this court regarding the criminal statutes of this court. This court is empowered under the Constitution of the United States of America and the Constitution of the State of Tennessee, and by the duly elected citizens of Cheatham County to empower and enforce the laws of
I
the
like
state of
it.
Tennessee. And that is what I'm going to do regarding Matthew Lynn Aldridge. Mr. Aldridge is set for today.
This no nonsense judge. Now, I have never seen this judge before. Maybe he's a complete tool in other cases. I think he's doing good.
I like him. And this is how I feel
Yeah.
like I would handle it. Be like, all right, so you're not him. You're saying that you are, in fact, some other person representing him. Great. I'm going to issue a bench warrant since he is not here and he needs to be here.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so you're not him, then he is not here.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, next beer on the menu is Sleepy Bulldog Pale Ale.
Ooh, there you
This
go.
is a
Can we do away with the term pale ale?
Oh God,
I
it is a legit style, but yeah, it's
Ever since
overdone.
American Pie, I can't drink pale ale. If you guys don't know the reference, let's just say that certain things ended up in the pale ale beer.
Okay, Cindy TC says he's like this in all the videos I have seen. He's just a straight shooter of a judge. I need to find more of this judge.
I already like this guy, and I'm like,
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is supposed to be a pale ale. This is more amber,
Yeah.
but it's good. Sometimes I don't care about the name. I'm not talking to it. I'm drinking it.
Right.
Cheers. In my
Yeah, I
skull
mean, some
glass.
IPAs
Does it
can
taste
be a
like
little
pale
on the
ale?
amber side. I mean,
Well,
again,
it's
homebrewer
very
for over
hoppy.
a decade, so.
What were you drinking in Tennessee, Kaiser?
I was having the a little bit. I had the wheat beer and a Weiss beer.
That wheat beer was good at the first place we were at.
Yeah, it was the it was a Munich Helles. Helicopter Dad was the name of the beer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I actually like that one.
I
And
like
then
a
there
wheat
was the
beer,
other
yeah.
one at the venue we did for Dollywood. It had like a mango wheat ale, which I was surprised at. And I'm like, you know what? Let me give it a try, because I could tell you as a home brewer for over a decade, mango is hard. Nailing that flavor profile is really hard with natural ingredients, and actually they did a really good job. So I had to give them credit.
Well, you guys want to see a video of Kaiser bowling horribly?
Oh God.
Yeah.
Please no.
Yeah.
No.
Yes,
I haven't seen it. I thought it was going to be a strike. It was not a strike.
No, I think I got one strike that entire night. Everything else was just awful. I was there for the fun. I was not exactly there to be competitive, but it was a fun time.
It was good. It was a
funny
good time.
story. I've been sitting here like ever since I got back from Dollywood, my shoulder hurts so damn bad. And it's like I can't lift it above here. And then it's just shot. And I've been like, what in the hell did I do to my arm? And then yesterday, I was sitting there like I was bowling.
We were bowling.
Yeah. For some reason, you hurt your right shoulder and your left ass cheek.
Yep. Yeah, that's exactly right. Big Bruce.
Hang on one second.
the
I
right
got to
side.
go do something real quick.
All right, let's listen a bit more to this guy.
To appear in court personally on what we call our last plea day before his trial date tomorrow.
Is that an article pretrial?
To what?
Will that be an article pretrial? A trial by jury with jury?
It would be a trial by jury, certainly it would be. But I don't know who you are. And I don't think you have any authority if you are not Matthew Lynn Aldridge to appear before this court. And you are wasting valuable time to all of these other citizens who are here today. So when I'm talking, you stop talking.
Nah.
No, you will when I'm finished talking. You are wasting the court's time by doing this, and I'm just simply.
And it's time for a spin on the wheel of regret. Oh,
Ooh.
it is
Aji
the
sauce.
premiere of the new hot sauce.
Ooh.
Yes, this is wrong bottle. This is Aji lemon drop, as you see, unopened. So shaky, 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 shaky.
virgin
shaky,
All
shaky,
hot
shaky.
sauce just sounds disgusting.
Oh, hot sauce is awesome.
I got a drawer full of it in the fridge. I never touch this stuff. My son loves it.
Oh, that's a full spoon. Let's see.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna
Ooh,
hurt.
that looks like pain.
Ready for the hiccups.
Let's see it.
Good luck. We're all counting on you.
Ow. Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, I heard lemon drop, and I'm like, that's got to have a very interesting flavor profile.
Oh, it's kind of hot.
Little Grim Creeper. Yeah, when those hot sauces sneak up on you, I call that the Grim Creeper.
50% aji chili. So
Ooh.
it's real chili sauce. Tropical juice, which is apple, pineapple, orange, passion, grapefruit, lemon juice, salt and spices.
They add that drop of lemon juice just to say it's in there. How did it taste? Is this your new favorite?
Well, this will be so good on. I need to test this with
Nick doesn't have
a tortilla thingy.
Nick doesn't have a toilet. He's Swedish, so they have an outhouse, just a hole in the ground.
So depending on the species of aji, they can have anywhere from 1,100 to 75,000 Scoville units, depending on the species of aji pepper.
Let's see it. Aji lemon drop. Let's see. Scoville is 30 to 50,000.
30 to 50,000. Okay, so it's in the upper.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which means it is 10 to 20 times stronger than a jalapeno.
Okay, yeah, there it is. Lemon drop. Yeah. Lemon drop okay, it's an actual species of aji pepper. Ooh.
Yeah.
Very nice. They have a pineapple aji.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued. 20,000
Now
Scoville.
now I'm sweating. But I'm surprised I don't get the hiccups on this one at least. But it's hot, and I'm sweating. All right.
Get a little toasty.
A little toasty. And hiding that choice, we are down to, let's see here, 13 on the Wheel of Regrets. 13 spots on the Wheel of Regrets.
Yeah, I noticed that one whole side of that is almost all shots.
Yeah.
That's going to be fun.
If you are, in fact, Matthew Lynn Aldridge, then this is your last day to settle your case. The trial date is set for tomorrow, and unfortunately, it will not go forward because of the fact that I have a conflict and I have to be in Stewart County on a civil matter. So we're going to assign a new trial date for Matthew Lynn Aldridge. Now, is there a problem with the jury ones? I'm going to put a notice up there so we come out. If we don't need you tomorrow, but we need you on February the 6th.
Okay, that brings us to $48 left.
For the next shot?
Yeah, for the next spin on the wheel. Now you can directly force me to have a shot, and that's $100.
General, we're going to need to set a trial date in July, apparently.
Or you can just hope that I will have all the hot sauces or all the thingies on the wheel of regrets.
July 15th.
Hey, Wendy H.
I'm sorry,
Wendy!
July
Hey.
15th.
You know, I noticed this judge's last name is Wolf, and I keep thinking Pulp
Right.
Fiction is like Call the Wolf.
To Matthew Aldridge and the individual standing before me whose name must not be uttered, then we will set a July 15th trial date for Mr. Aldridge. Your, whatever this document is that you have filed, is in fact
Hey, thank you, Matt. Some hard currency.
invalid because it does not cite any valid criminal statute, and therefore I'm denying whatever that might be in the way of a motion. Trial date will be July 15th. The last day for Mr. Aldridge to enter a plea or go to trial will be July the 8th. July the 8th. Now, we're going to give you a card. If you are in fact Matthew Aldridge and you're just playing games with the court regarding this nonsense that you filed, then you may get this card and you may go on about your business. If you are not Matthew Aldridge, then I would suggest to you, you relay to Mr. Aldridge that he must appear on July the 8th, or a bond revocation will take place, and his case will be will take place with him in jail, incarcerated on the 15th. That's the judgment of the court. You need to take your piece of paper and go on about your business.
And he walks off.
He just walks off. What a fool.
I like this
Some
judge.
people just don't learn.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
like this judge. She just let me go.
oh,
I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
I don't know what to say about that guy. He's just a fool. I want to know what happened after the fact, kind of.
Yeah, you kind of need a part 2 to that one.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I.
Where are they now?
Right.
Wendy H, member for 13 months. Thank you so much for being a member, Wendy H. Thank you so much.
It's too long.
Banana suit. Oh, yeah. It's my Easter suit. I sometimes wear it with my chicken hat.
I don't know. I think it's kind of cheap. Dad jokes. I got a million of them.
Oh. Now, while we wait, I will try to find a part. I would really like to find a part 2 of that. I
kind of want to
out-
see what the results were.
Yeah, I picked out just random stuff, but I will see if I can find.
Next time on
something.
Dragon Ball Z. What happened to Mr. Aldridge?
Wendy H for $20. Wheel of Regrets. Which brings us even closer to the next spin. We were $45 away. We are now just $25 away from the next spin on the Wheel of Regrets. Thank you so
Nice.
much, Wendy, both for being a member and your super chat. Thank you so much. Now let's see here. This is called Sovereign Idiot Goes to Jail for Contempt.
Nice.
Don't
53rd
argue.
Circuit Court. Where's this?
All right, I will have to duck out here in about
Aw.
10 minutes because I got to go get the squirt, and we're doing a bros night, me and the kid, and gonna go get some pizza. So
Yeah.
Nice.
Good choice. All family first. Unless your family's
Yep.
shit, then fuck them. and give your love to the people who deserve it.
Well, you know, I mean, I try to take good care of my kid. I try to make sure that we have some fun. And, well, you know, we've concocted this idea of like we do this thing where I'll just order out a pizza and we'll go pick it up. And we just call it Pizza Adventure. And because we don't do it very often. So he just loves it whenever we do that. So it's a good time.
Nice.
Yeah, give your family a hug from us and everything.
Oh, yeah, will do. But I will hang out here for the time being.
No. Great success.
Dishonor on you, dishonor on your cow.
Oh. Oh. Okay, let's see here.
Our first case this afternoon is People of the State of Michigan versus Trevor McLeod. It's
Knew this
file
was
23-6748FH. Counsel, you want to state your appearance, please?
Anthony Julian on behalf of people.
Okay, Mr. McLeod, are you present, sir? You want to come on up to the table here?
All right, all my rights.
That's fine, and I'll, all right, so Mr. McLeod, this is the time and date scheduled for what's called for a circuit court arraignment. The case having been bound over to this court by the district court. So you're here
He's
representing
already
yourself
lost
today,
it
is that
one
correct?
Yeah.
What's that? Yep. Okay. So I'm required by law to make sure that I've taken an initial waiver of your right to counsel in this court. So I covered a pre-trial hearing in the district court, so we talked a little bit about this, but now it's up in my court. So you've got two constitutional rights. You can have you have the constitutional right to be represented by an attorney, and if you wanted to have an attorney at public expense and qualified to have that. You also do have the right under our Constitution to represent yourself. Obviously, you can't do both things at the same time. So do you understand your right to a lawyer, including a court-appointed lawyer?
I understand that.
Okay. And do you wish to represent yourself instead of having an attorney?
Yeah, I'm here by special appearance, and I will be representing myself.
Okay. I'm required by law before I accept that waiver to do a couple things. One, advise you of the maximum penalties that you could face for the charges that you're in my court for. Resisting, obstructing conservation officers is a high court misdemeanor punishable by up to 2 years in prison and or $1,000 fine. There's a habitual offender second notice that's been filed by the prosecutor, which would make that a felony punishable by up to 3 years and or $1,000 fine. And marine safety operating while intoxicated is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days and or a $100 to $500 fine. Do you understand the maximum penalty for the charges against you?
Well, I don't even really understand why I'm here, honestly.
Well, wait a minute. So his charges,
do you understand
his charges seem to indicate he was drunk on a boat and tried to outrun the police. And this is the second time that he's done this. let's just start with that.
Oh.
All right.
Do you understand the maximum penalty that I just explained?
No, so
No, not the will.
Hold on, I can't let you represent yourself until I establish a couple things.
well, I need to establish a couple things too, honestly.
Hold on, well, I can't let you represent yourself until I establish a couple things or I'm gonna be in trouble. Okay? Do you understand that the maximum penalty that you could face for the charges that you're here for is up to 3 years in prison and or $1,000?
I don't understand the nature and cause of the action against me, so I.
What is it that you don't understand? Do you not understand how long 3 years is or how much the fine is that I've articulated? Can you tell me what
I
it
don't
is you don't
understand the
understand?
nature and cause of the action against me because we don't establish jurisdiction.
That's not what I'm asking you right now. Well, I'll let you place whatever objections you want on the record, Mr. McLeod. I promise you that, okay? Can we just go one step at a time? Is that okay? Sure. Okay. So one step at a time, I need to establish that you're exercising your constitutional right to represent yourself validly. So for me to do that, somebody might decide they want to do that and they really don't understand what's at stake. So I have to establish on the record that you do understand what's at
Well, I
stake.
think you have to establish on the record first that you can have jurisdiction. That's been questioned, it was questioned in preliminary hearing. It was never addressed.
I'll address that today.
Well, it has to be addressed before anything can move forward, obviously.
Okay, so you want me to explain to you why I have jurisdiction?
Yes.
Okay, let's do
Which
that first.
jurisdiction it's under.
Sure. Okay. This court has subject matter jurisdiction over crimes punishable by more than a year
Round.
as the court of general jurisdiction of the Michigan Constitution of 1963.
Hey, it's
The
Michigan
people
Day.
voted to
Yeah,
ratify
I heard
that
that earlier.
Constitution. That is the underlying law of our sovereign state of Michigan.
Okay, so is that a jurisdiction under criminal? Or is it military?
Yeah, it's a criminal charge against you, and I have jurisdiction over that.
Okay, so the Constitution of the United States only grants you two criminal jurisdictions. One's common law, and one is military tribunal venue under Article 1, Section Clause 17 of the Constitution.
Here we
Which
go.
of these two criminal jurisdictions is that?
You're not in federal court. It's not a federal crime you've been charged with. You've been charged with violating the law of the state of Michigan. And, hey, what's going on over there? What are you doing, sir?
I'm trying to make sure that this is going live. It's not happening. There's something messed up with your film and I'm trying to straighten it out. I was just checking to see if it was recording or not.
Sit down. You're disrupting the court.
Sorry, sir.
Who's this random dude?
It's locked.
That's his keeper. That's the defendant's keeper.
Any more disruptions
Some
and I
dude,
actually
he's like probably live streaming it.
So common law,
Cloud, you're in a state court. You're charged with violating a law of the state of Michigan.
is that a statutory jurisdiction? What is it?
Yeah, it's a statute. And,
Okay, so-
and this court is duly authorized under the Article 6 of the Michigan Constitution. So that's my jurisdiction.
Okay,
So now I need to make sure that you're establishing your right to represent yourself. So do you understand the maximum penalty that you could face if you're convicted as charged? 3 years in prison or $1,000 fine.
Well, I have another question because the statutory jurisdiction doesn't exist under the Constitution. So in order for me to defend myself, could you please tell me where the published rules of conduct are for criminal statutory jurisdiction or where I can find the nature and cause of this?
Dave, where is the statutory rules of conduct in Michigan?
That would be under MCL 750.001. It starts there and goes on. That's the criminal justice code in Michigan.
Jurisdiction or how this information exists.
No, I don't even understand what you're asking.
So you're saying this is a statutory jurisdiction under
Oh no, not the wall of doom. Stop it. Stop it.
Come on, guys. We got to donate enough so Nick can get proper internet in Sweden.
I have the fiber broadband is installed, but now I have to wait for the, what you call it, the not the
You need to wait till
subscriber.
Sweden
The
connects the fiber on the other end to the rest of the world.
No, that's all. No, it's the subscription. The provider needs to authorize my account and bullshit
I
like
see.
that, and that
I
might take
gotcha.
a few weeks. But yes, I have fiber broadband finally. After
Woo.
7 years on this farm, I have fiber broadband. Yeah,
Nice.
or what the statutes of Michigan,
I
correct?
will be paying
Mr.
$50.
McLeod, I've told you what my
500,
jurisdiction is.
500.
General
The
jurisdiction.
people of the state of Michigan voted to convene a constitutional convention in
It's
1961.
520, guys. I got to skate.
There was a constitutional
Oh.
convention in 1961 and
Thank you for being
1962.
here.
They proposed a state constitution. The voters of the state of
Take care,
Michigan
guys.
ratified that in 1963. Article 6 establishes the judicial power. And the circuit court is a court under that judicial power, Article 6 of the state constitution. The legislative power is exercised
First
by
time
the
he has
by the House of Representatives
court,
and the state Senate.
assume.
They have passed statutes that the governor has signed. The prosecutor's office is alleging that you have violated those statutes. And so you're here in my court. I have subject matter jurisdiction
But
over
this
those
makes
crimes.
too much sense,
I have
Judge.
personal jurisdiction over you because you've been alleged to
You're
have committed them
applying
in
logic
our
here.
county.
Judge.
That's my jurisdiction. So, Mr. McLeod, you want to represent yourself? Do you understand the maximum penalty that you could face of 3 years in prison and or $1,000 fine?
One second.
No,
No,
please, Judge.
no.
No.
Please, God,
I can
no.
see why his attorney withdrew. Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah, someone in the prosecutor's office is not.
Oh, that's great. I love when people chime in on Zoom sometimes. That was great.
I need to hear that again.
I can see why his attorney would Drew. Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah, someone in the prosecutor's office.
I understand why it's lawyer. Oh shit.
That's great.
Oh.
The anonymity of the internet has done wonders for some of these Zoom hearings, right?
Oh, I mean, once in a while in the Young Thug trial, they have Zoom on, and there will always be somebody. Oh, mistrial, free thug. You don't want a mistrial in the Young Thug trial because then he will be put back in jail, and then everything starts over with a new jury selection. And the last time it took almost 11 months to get a jury seated. We are already 6 months into that trial. We don't want a mistrial unless it's because of prosecutional misconduct or anything, but that is
something that's going to
rare.
establish perjury. Or not perjury.
Yeah. Mistrial does not mean
jeopardy.
That Mr. Williams will be set free. It does not.
Right.
It only means it will start all over. And Fulton County District Attorney Fannie Willis, the whore, have made it perfectly
What
clear.
do you really think, Nick?
Well, she's a bad one because she had to pay Nathan Wade to do her. I mean, welcome to
Court
my show,
Zoom needs
folks.
to be abolished. I love Court Zoom. Let me tell you this. As an attorney, I love Court Zoom for these sort of like real quick little hearings. And as a client, you should love it too, because then I get to sit in my office, work on a bunch of other cases, and bill you for 15 minutes instead of driving an hour to court, sitting there for 2 hours, then having the 15-minute hearing, then driving back to the office. So instead of me billing you a half a day, I bill you 15 minutes.
Yeah. Ghostry asks if I'm still green. I have not turned monetization on this for obvious reasons. She's a prosecutor. No need to slander sex workers. Did you hear that the people in the district attorney's office in Fulton County calls Fannie Willis madam?
Of course they have to.
Yeah.
She insists on it. That's why they do it.
Yeah. Yeah. And here's the thing. For you who don't know, a madam typically runs a brothel. And that goes back to how bad she is at doing it because she has to pay to get laid.
Gross. There's not an amount of money for me. Sorry.
But I
Madam
have
of the
actually a rare footage of Nathan Wade and Fannie Willis in Aruba. Let's watch it.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of money shots, let's say hello to Mo in the deep end.
Hello.
Hello, madam.
Oh my goodness, sovereign citizens. I need this in my life. Although I'm telling you, if I don't get an epic Trump and mini Trump doing the hard knock life from prison, I don't know what I'll do with myself.
That hairstyle, you're all ready for prison.
Well, I try. I have 6 children and they're out of school for summer. I'm there.
They're out already? Oh my God.
You need a vacation.
Yes.
I got another month left.
Vacation with 3 meals a day and a closed door 23 hours per day.
You have 12 kids, right?
Thereabouts, yeah.
Yeah.
Last time I counted.
So when you're we'll say powdering your nose. Do you find it hard to feed and clothe them? Just asking curiosity.
Stop pissing on Nick Rekieta.
Well, I mean, generally, I try to do blow when my kids aren't around because I don't want to share.
Yeah. Thank you. Entry required for 50 Swedish krona. Nick had fiber for years. They took the landline away here in Partille, switched the SIM in a smartphone, kept our number, but it's a poor substitute. Yes, I have the so-called mobile broadband, and I have roughly 24 up and down, 25 up and down. And that is why I sometimes apparently have this World of Doom on the streams, because there's just not enough bandwidth. But once the subscription is going, I have a 500 line.
Ooh.
And I will pay $50 a month for it.
Well, I guess we're going to have to start an OnlyFeats LawTube edition.
There we go.
Keep Nicholas in broadband. You don't want to see his feet. Please donate.
We're gonna get 1080p Nicholas pretty soon. That's what we're gonna get. Full
1080p.
Resolution.
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
Maybe
it's not
Blu-ray
a
quality
$500
Nicholas.
line of Coke, Justin. It's not a 500 line of Coke.
I don't, not being a street pharmacist, I don't know how long that is, but I also, we use, the King's, well, we use our own special metric system, and you guys
Not
actually
yay
have a
much.
metric. Oh,
Oh, thank
it's
you.
arts and
Thank you,
crafts
Dave.
moments.
It's sugar.
Allegedly.
Yeah, no sugar.
It's Blenda.
Oh. Let's see it. Now it's time for, what is it? Yeah. So I've had one Innis and Gunn Caribbean rum cask. Then I had a Sleepy Dog Pale Ale. Now for something really simple. Beer.
Oh.
That's
Is that what that says? Is that
Yeah.
beer?
Is it actually lowbrow? LOL. only only lawyers. It's like,
No, I like this branding. It's just beer.
That's perfect. They used to have a brand like that in the United States, at least in Michigan, years ago. This is like 40 years ago. It was a white can. It had black labels, and it just said beer.
Yeah.
and
I personally don't
renamed as
remember it. It
Natty
was that long
Ice.
ago, but I've seen pictures.
Now this is a lager, I believe. Yes, light lager.
If you say so.
And it is in my skull glass.
Just no
Is it
White
called White
Claws,
Claw?
I feel.
No, just beer.
I'm just hoping they bring Zima back. I mean,
What's that?
Zima was like the Mike's Hard Lemonade of kind of like a wine cooler sissy sort of, fruity drink.
Oh, a Dave drink.
Well, I mean, it's no Prosecco, but
Oh,
I
by the
mean,
way,
I
folks-
can't really.
Yeah. By the way, folks, it's only $25 left to the next spin on the Wheel of Regrets. If you just joined us and wondering what the actual what is that? This is the Wheel of Regrets. It is booze and hot sauces, and for every $50 in super chats or gifted memberships, I will spin the wheel. I've spun it 3 times already. I got a gin shot. I got a hot sauce and clove of garlic.
Oh Lord, did you tell your significant other that you were also doing garlic again?
Yep. We are not meeting up tomorrow. Shit, we will meet up on Sunday because she's like, hell no. I mean, I'm just like, come kissy, kissy, kissy. No, oh fuck no.
I've never had a
No.
White Claw, mainly because I don't want a picture of me drinking it.
Oh,
But I do have the beer. This is from 1970s. It was there it is. You can buy it on eBay now for $5. You can buy a can.
Oh,
the old-
wow.
With the old pop top and everything.
$5. That's
$5. Your very own can of 1970s beer. It's
Oh,
made
they
by
open it in the
Schnunna.
bottom. That's cheating.
Oh, it's empty. I see that now. Yeah,
It's
cheaters.
just a can.
It's just
Okay,
a
but
can.
what,
can
who was
is
the
$5.
functional alcoholic that had to drink from the bottom and make it look like there were still full ones in the fridge?
Right. It was made. It was distilled in Missouri, or brewed, or whatever you call it. Nice.
Gigi asks, and thank you for being a member for 13 months. How will finally Fridays work in my rolling studio? The rolling studio is postponed until next year because I'm focusing on the trip to the United States. In August, I will be landing in Houston on August 7. I will spend the weekend in Houston and then go New Orleans, Atlanta, Knoxville, Delphi, and then up to Michigan. And I will be in Atlanta around August 14 or 15 or something of the sort, where I will attend or try to. If depends on Fanny Willis. If she sees me, I will probably have a prolonged stay in Atlanta.
Future justice for Nicholas.
Yeah, and then if I manage to get out of Atlanta, it's Knoxville to Valhalla Awaits, then up to Delphi, Indiana, to meet up, hopefully, with both Kaiser Pineapple and Mo. And then
I know,
walk the
it'll be
streets of
amazing.
Delphi, Indiana, to show the diaper Nazis what an actual Viking looks like.
Oh my gosh, Nicholas, you will not believe it, because the courthouse is about 150 yards away from the jail, and the jail is about a minute away from the CVS.
Oh,
or the Walgreens. There's like 5 people there, 5, and Unified Command, and they're all going to CVS for their Cialis, you know. It's insanity.
Who will be representing Niklas if he's detained in Atlanta? I'm hoping for AV, because she does do criminal law. So I do have a few. I will request AV to the 7th power. I will do that if I get detained in Atlanta.
I'll be your third-party intervener, Nicholas. Don't you worry.
Thank you. And thank you to Mads for 50 Danish krona. And that brings us to just $20 to the next spin on the wheel. Thank you so much, Mads. Thank you so much. And Totally Pip. Hey, Nick, where's Mr. Jingles tonight? Mr. Jingles is somewhere. I mean, it's a 46-acre farm, and he's somewhere on it, and not currently right here. Again, for you who are completely new here, Mr. Jingles is our leader. He is the leader of the gang, Mr. Jingles Viking Thugs. He is a ginger pussy, and he cannot wait until I die so he can eat me.
Mo, is it true that all gingers are soulless?
Well, as a fake ginger, I don't know, but I probably.
All right, let's finish off I mean, again, this is a judge I like how he handles this Sov-Cits.
This is not muted. I'm going to remove you from the meeting at this time.
Oh.
Prosecutor's office is.
Oh, you missed that, Mo.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Hey, wise attorney withdrew. Oh shit!
Hang on, someone in the
So, someone on Zoom and didn't mute the microphone.
You know, sometimes the internet can be the voice of the common man.
I imagine that would be Mo, like if she was just on a random Zoom feed.
Look, y'all, my most famous twit was because I didn't realize that the person who I was calling a twat waffle actually was CC'd in it. I don't know how the internet works.
Take care, Wendy H.
Thank you for being here, Wendy. Who will represent Mr. Jingles? I don't think he needs representation because he is a sovereign nation of his own. I don't know.
He's a sovereign.
He's a sovereign.
prosecutor's office is not muted. I'm going to remove you from the meeting at this time.
Oh.
Yeah, that was the prosecutor's office who was unmuted.
That was the prosecutor?
The prosecution's office.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Listen, sometimes the stupid is just too potent and the words fall out of your mouth.
What did the judge just say?
Hang on, someone in the prosecutor's office is not muted. I'm going to remove.
Oh my God, someone in the prosecutor's office.
DA Fannie Willis, stop it.
This guy is just so infuriating. They cannot control themselves.
Oh.
You from the meeting at this time.
Oh.
Prosecutor's office is generally allowed to attend to observe. They've participated. I'm removing them from the hearing. Mr. McLeod, do you understand the maximum penalty that you could face?
And I heard a bleep. And the bleep on the radar is Dolly. You're muted. You're muted.
Oh.
Still muted.
Wait, why was my mic at 0?
I
There we
don't
go.
know.
I
Did
just
your
muted him
boob
again.
also? Did your boob also hit the dial thing? Because that's what happens to me.
This is going great.
Hey Sal, how you doing?
Good now. Oh, you muted me for real?
I did after you started talking.
Well,
Oh.
I came back and my stream was all like the settings were all different. So I'd been boomerang the last couple days.
Oh,
Nice. Where were you? Where have you been, sir?
I went fishing for a few days.
catch
You go
anything?
fishing for a few days.
Yeah, like
No.
3 trout.
Trout.
Nice.
Okay.
Sal, you don't really have to go fishing for your force multipliers to be lost in a boating accident.
Well,
Oh. Sal, what have you been covering lately?
what have I been doing? Oh, the TikTok unliver. He unlived his wife and his wife's kind of new boyfriend.
Oh yeah, that guy. He's weird.
He is really weird. He takes a stand and it's just a disaster.
He likes to swear on the stand.
Yeah. That's about
But
it.
he was sentenced to life, I assume.
Yeah. First
Yeah.
degree. Well, I don't think he's been sentenced yet, but he will.
Yeah, I mean, a 2-person homicide. Yeah, that's generally what's going to come for you.
Yeah.
Unless you're Shed Dable, then I mean, I'm on principle. I'm against the death penalty, but sometimes my objections are really, really silent.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes I roar from the rooftops. Sometimes I talk through a sponge. And Chad Dable, yeah, that's
Well-
a genuinely really, really awful person. I mean, first he suffocates the son,
Mhm.
who was probably buried alive.
Oh, Jesus.
Ugh. Yeah.
Yay. Well, see, I'm gonna argue in Chad's favor. I believe he was seduced by Lori, and that he should be awarded some sort of insanity defense because of that.
Yeah, but he didn't put forward
I
any
agree.
defense.
Mm, I'm going to say death penalties for the entire country that had to listen to that Mormon romance novel. I think we all deserve a little, push of old Sparky for having been subjected to loin fire as a concept.
Yeah.
What's with all like the Mormons in murder trials recently?
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think it's suppression of certain basic instincts.
Could be. The
When you can't watch anything more than Disney movies, you get crazy.
Yeah, that's what it is. Blame,
well, there's
blame the Disney movies.
Well, there's the Microsoft executive who was murdered by his wife or ex-wife. She's Mormon.
Oh, she is?
I think so. I think that's right, Ella. She's covering it.
Well, I mean, to be fair, us Catholics and recovering Catholics have kind of been the butt of every joke. It's time for the LDS to stand up and take some lumps for the rest of us.
What was the other trial I was watching recently and they were Mormon?
Ruby Frankie.
Jody Harris.
Well, yeah. No, there was
Forever.
I was watching recently. Oh, I can't remember.
Yeah. Now, I have one of these theories why the daughter was so utterly destroyed, as in chopped up, burnt up, so there was nothing to test. Something was done to her before her ending that made them decide to obliterate all evidence of that.
I don't know.
And in I listened to Lori Vallow Dable's trial, and there was this quote that they said about a grape of a 14-year-old, which was really, really disturbing. Now,
Chad does look like he should be away from schools.
Yeah. And I still say, I said this quite early on after Lori Vallow's sentencing, she's probably now more dangerous than ever. Because if she starts to convince people in prison, those people will get out. And all of a sudden you have a bunch of people who you don't know who might go after the dark ones.
She's in Arizona right now.
Okay, but Nicholas.
Yep.
You saw Lori Vallow and you heard her talk.
Yeah.
Who's going to be? Well, never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind.
There are plenty of. I mean, just generally look at your family and friends and relatives and stuff, and see how many morons there are there, and then you realize that's half the population on Earth are those morons.
True.
Yeah, that's the thing. She's going to convince a lot of people. I mean, jail and prison is where people go to learn how to be a criminal when they get out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, maybe she'll teach them all about closet portals.
Oh, it's the feral
The kids
one.
are just going to town out there.
Oh, no, my son was like, are these your glasses? Because they look good on me. And I was like, you are not the expert. Take your glasses off inside.
Elton John in the house.
Elton John.
All right. You didn't see this, Sal, did you?
Not yet.
I can see why his attorney withdrew.
Oh, yeah, I didn't see that.
Hang on, someone in the prosecutor's office is not muted. I'm gonna remove.
She said, "Oh shit," when she realized she wasn't
Yeah.
muted. Oh my god!
I thought it was just like
caught that on the third watching of it.
I thought it was some random person on the Zoom. No, it was a prosecutor.
I mean, I think speaking for all of us, we've all had those times where maybe you've said, like, my child just fell down, or John, get away from the window. You know, who among us hasn't had a hot mic moment?
I mean, if you're a Russian executive, you should stay out away from windows and balconies. Wim, member for 10 months. Psalm 38.7 Lion Fire verse. What?
I think they mean loin fire. I hope.
Loin fire. Well, it sounds better.
Well, but lions in fire, if you talk about loin fire, I think is the correct answer.
Oh, before I start playing again, we are just $20 away from the next spin on the wheel. So if you wouldn't mind, this is a kind of a grifting stream because I'm Nick, not Rekieta. I might be not sober, but you won't catch me with a white nose.
Remove you from the meeting at this time.
Oh.
Prosecutor's office is generally allowed to attend to observe. They've participated. I'm removing them from the hearing.
Oh.
Come on, Judge. That was funny.
Mr. McLeod, do you understand the maximum penalty that you could face?
Excited utterance. It's her Vikingversary. 12 months as a member. Yay! And if you choose to be a member, you too, it's $3 a month, and you get access to all my members-only content, which is the farm, the renovations, personal thoughts, and a bunch of random stuff. So we get to know each other better.
This defendant is thinking right now to himself, if I say I don't understand, then we can't proceed with this hearing. That's what he's thinking.
Yeah.
Is he going to say,
Okay,
I've been informed?
Enforcement of your statutes, judges of all courts do not act judicially and are thus are not protected and qualified by limited immunity. That's Owen versus the city. I just want to state a few things for the record since you're claiming this is jurisdiction under statutory law.
Hang on. Mr. McLeod, can we back it? Look at me for a second. Can we talk here?
I challenged subject matter jurisdiction. Nothing can go forward until that's addressed. You're saying
I did address it and I denied your objection. I have subject matter
jurisdiction exists under the Constitution.
Your objection is noted. So, Mr. McLeod, do you understand? Let me explain to you.
Sure.
Sometimes, as I said, people might want to represent themselves, but let's say they have limited intellectual capacity and they don't understand what's going on. I have to establish that they know what's going on before I can allow them to represent themselves. I'm required to establish, do you comprehend, do you know the maximum penalty that you could face if you're convicted as a result of this charge? 3 years in prison or $1,000 fine. Do you understand that, Mr. McLeod?
So I'd like to state for the record that
Mr. McLeod, stop. Stop, Mr. McLeod. If you don't understand it, I'm going to revoke your right to represent yourself and have an attorney represent you because I can't establish that you know what you're doing. So do you know the maximum penalty that you would face?
I've challenged this court's jurisdiction. You haven't established it yet. You said you have a statutory jurisdiction which doesn't exist under the Constitution. I'm trying to figure out where I stand with this. So I can't answer any of your questions.
In prison. You stand in prison.
That's not how it works. Are you refusing to answer my question?
No, I'm
Then answer it. Do you understand the maximum penalty that you face for this charge?
Junior? No.
So judges who become involved in enforcement of
Mr.
your
McLeod,
statutes.
I have other matters. Mr. McLeod, you know, I understand you want to object to things and you're going to be allowed to object to things.
What is he reading from?
We have to do things one step at a time. And I do have other cases.
Daryl Brooks knows.
I'm not going to entertain this for like a whole hour. I've got other cases going on. If you want to dig in your heels and just make this real complicated or real difficult, we could do that. and I can hold you in contempt, and you'll go back to a jail cell for a while.
No,
and then we'll do
I don't wish to be held in contempt. I just wish to exercise my Sixth Amendment right.
That's fine.
And
So before I can let you under,
I can
before I
cite
can,
laws, I can cite laws that will show you that the exercise of a right can be converted into a crime. I'm trying to understand the nature and cause of the action against me. You're not clarifying enough to where I can comprehend it, as you say.
you don't comprehend the maximum penalty that you would face.
I'm not answering any of those questions until you establish that this is a court of the Constitution, has jurisdiction under these jurisdictions.
I established it. I told you. You might think I'm wrong, and you can appeal.
There's no such thing as a statutory jurisdiction.
Mr. McLeod,
Say what now?
let me make this simple to you.
Does he have
Do you
his-
ever watch, let me make this simple for you.
Matlock?
I'm going to ask you this question one more time. One more time. Okay. Two things are going to happen. You are either going to answer my question, or I'm going to hold you summarily in contempt, and the court officer will bring you to a jail cell, and we'll talk about it tomorrow. You understand that?
So,
Mr. McLeod,
contempt for what?
Mr. McLeod, two things are going to happen. You're going to answer my question, or you're going to jail for summary contempt for not complying with the court's request. Do you, Mr. McLeod, understand that the maximum penalty for the charge against you is 3 years in prison and or $1,000 fine?
I don't understand the charges. Are.
Mr. McLeod is in contempt of court, taken into custody.
Really?
Oh,
Hold on a second. Wait, you were serious?
bailiff tackle, bailiff tackle, bailiff tackle.
That was beautiful. Let's see him run. I want to see him run.
Should have had his
We have no
trifold.
jurisdictions.
Should have had his Chili de Castro.
Well, the
trifold.
judge is demonstrating. He's educating. He's showing how jurisdiction works and that he has it. That's what he's doing.
Yeah. Yeah, and he said if you want to appeal this, you have the option to do that. But for now, this is the process. You haven't proven your subject matter jurisdiction.
Okay. It's going to be proven in about 3 seconds.
This isn't true. You guys are following
constitutional
you're following
orders.
law orders. It's not constitutional at all.
Tackle,
Mr. McLeod's in contempt, was sentenced to 1 day.
They are awfully nice to this man.
Yeah, they just want to teach him. They don't want to do a whole lot to him.
I
Like,
mean,
listen,
he's
you're going to go to
wearing
jail.
his
Mr.
good
McLeod, your
flannel.
sentence is 1 day in jail. We'll reconvene tomorrow and get you
This is about the
notice.
Constitution. I did nothing wrong except the question of exercise my rights.
Here's the thing: if you don't believe in the Constitution, either state or federal, or why are they returning? This is unconstitutional. But you don't.
Well, if you
believe
don't
in-
believe he has,
I mean,
if you don't think he has jurisdiction, run away from the police officers. They're under a corrupt court that has no jurisdiction over you.
Don't show up
You
when you get that
obviously-
little piece of paper in the mail. It tells you to appear in court.
Yeah, I mean, he obviously is submitting himself to the authority of the court.
Mm-hmm. Did Chad Daybell wet his pants?
Oh, we must see. What? Who? And also, who was looking at his crotch? I think we have a twofold issue here.
Well, you know, it was just there. Okay, it was just a glance. You know, I was trying to be weird about it.
Well, I mean, to be fair, we did grow up with, Labyrinth, and David Bowie's crotch was its own character in that movie. So we were warped. It was entrapment.
oh. Trying to find graphic sovereign citizens. It's the thing. I also have to be somewhat wary about from who I'm streaming.
Have you heard of Chili de Castro?
So this is Ellen Seward.
Oh.
I don't know if you want to pull it up or if you can pull it up.
Yeah, sure.
Wait, why did Danny Ann notice?
Oh. Yeah, sure. We can watch the guilty verdict on Chad Daybell.
All right.
Can we zoom in on
I
it?
need to take a good gulp of my adult beverage while I
Zoom in on his crotch,
focus.
please.
focus
Kitchen
on
Zoo.
crotchular areas.
In the District Court of the 7th Judicial District of the State of Idaho in and for the County of Fremont. State of Idaho plaintiff versus Chad Guy Daybell defendant. Case number CR 22211623. Verdict. We, the jury, duly impaneled and sworn to try the above entitled action for our verdict, unanimously answer the questions submitted to us as follows. Question number 1. In regards to count
Is it
1 of
getting
the
wetter?
amended indictment, is Chad Guy Daybell not guilty or guilty of conspiracy to commit first-degree murder
God, it is.
of Tylee Ryan and grand theft by deception? Guilty. Question number 2. In regards to count 2 of the amended indictment, is Chad Guy Daybell not guilty or guilty of
Or is it just a
first-degree murder
shadow?
of Tylee Ryan? Guilty. Question number 3. In regards to count 3 of the amended indictment, is Chad Guy Daybell not guilty or guilty of conspiracy to commit first-degree murder of Joshua Jackson Vallow and grand theft by deception? Guilty.
Does he turn?
Question number 4. In regards to
Let's see if he turns back. I don't know what's going on. I've got Swedish internet apparently.
Shut up.
commit first-degree murder of Tammy Daybell, is Chad Guy Daybell
I'm just trying to skip forward and maybe see if he turns around.
All right, Madam Clerk, conclude the guilt phase of this trial. Because the defendant has been convicted on counts of first-degree murder and conspiracy to commit first-degree murder, the state has filed a notice of intent to seek the death penalty.
I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me back
Nah.
up.
Nah.
I think it's just a shadow.
Yeah.
I have never
yeah.
been more upset that I have a big, giant, curved monitor. But
Yeah,
no,
I think it's
it
just a
was-
shadow.
I'm zooming
It's
in
a
on my
shadow.
Yeah, I think it's just a shadow.
All right. Well, we tried.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I found the law in Seawood. 2 sovereign citizens without a driver's license.
Oh, they're just traversing the land. They're not driving.
Yeah, this is their
traveling.
land boat. They're traveling.
This is page 24 of the Sovereign Citizen PDF. I think it's like 60 pages.
It's going to be a Howland and Catalina. It's a blue Ford truck displaying some kind of sovereign citizen looking tag. Can you start us a second, please?
You know that
Oh
officer's
my
just like,
God, they
damn it."
arts and crafted their license plate.
Post-Union Treaty. Geneva
They made
Convention neutral zone.
If I don't get it, I am getting this
They
as a
made their
t-shirt.
own
This is my
license plate.
Oh, somebody
All
went to Joann's Fabrics.
Hey, they went to Kinko's, damn it. Kinko's.
Geneva Convention neutral zone transport vessel. Do not stop. Do not.
And they realize
The
they're not in a
Geneva
neutral zone.
Convention- The Geneva Conventions do not regulate these kind of things.
Wait, hang on.
Why are you
Well, the
still putting
Geneva
a flag
Convention
of a country
does
you don't
regulate
believe in?
ships in international water.
Yeah, they do regulate ships in international law. It's international law. It doesn't apply if a country has its own sovereign laws. Like you have your constitution, the European have our constitution. But you can't apply the Geneva Convention unless you're a victim of war. It's under the umbrella of international law. And oh, I wish, because I have a friend who is a professor of international law. Oh, I wish he could be here
Take
to
a
explain it,
screen grab of
but
this.
he won't be here because he's a professional. I mean, he has taught at Oxford University. I mean, he's been a professor at Oxford, and I mean, he will not. He's the most amazing law professor, but he will not show up to these kind of things.
But Nicholas, what can you learn at Oxford that you couldn't get from the 64-page, Freedom PDF that Daryl Brooks downloaded?
Now, I will make an attempt again because I really, really would like him to be here. He's married to the former Swedish Minister of Foreign Affairs. So he's kind of a big shot. And politics, but I would so love him for him to. He would. Oh, I have to make a screenshot of this and ask him, because this is so much fun.
But okay, if your logic is that this country has no jurisdiction over you, why would you put this country's flag on it?
We'll do a tweet about it. Let's see.
It's the 1958 Geneva Convention on Sea Travel, and it just is international waters. It establishes the borders. And then the stuff that they're citing, by the way, you're right, Nick. It only applies to wars, and it's about allowing basically refugees to travel unmolested out of a war zone.
I mean, it's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how this plays out for them.
Okay, I have tweeted it.
Global Postal Union Treaty. Well, I mean, God bless our sovereign citizens. What would we laugh at if we didn't have them? Nikocado avocado would get really boring.
Well, we could laugh at the butt dials in the.
Hey, sentient ass, phononics are a thing. Apparently, that is the, Bermuda Triangle of ass intelligence.
I mean, in the Carol Reed trial, the amount of butt dials, I mean, they must have the most agile buttholes in the world. And I can only, every time I hear it, I'm starting to picture Jim Carrey, Ace Ventura trying to get out of the rhino's ass. That is how it, a hand just poking out.
Oh my God. And the tourists are like, oh my gosh, she's going to give birth. And then all the kids, we need to have an Ace Ventura,
I was looking up the Geneva Convention and international water stuff, and all I heard was something about assholes. What are we talking
He
about?
was doing real legal stuff wherever you're talking about Ace Ventura. This can only end well.
Geneva Convention neutral zone transport vessel. Yeah, I mean, but this only applies in war. It doesn't even apply in war zones, because you need to have a vessel that is appropriate for its, for instance, the Red Cross are not supposed to be shot at in a war zone, because they are providing care for both sides and stuff like that. But they kind of do it with the giant red cross all over the vehicle.
So, Nicholas, you're saying they need a paint job. It's not so much the tag, it's the paint job on their land vessel.
Oh. Yeah, they need a paint job.
Come out in hard hats.
Oh, wow.
And little
From
crosses.
Jamie, $20. $20. We reached the next spin on the wheel of regrets. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you so much. You are a sport. Let's spin the wheel of regrets. Dun, 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 dun. Here off the sour shot, because we had to retire the sour pear shot. So this is sour cola, the only Coke you will see on my stream.
I was
Nick,
muted.
not
Sour
not
what?
Rekieta.
Shot.
Sour shot.
Yeah, it's sour cola. That damn hot sauce is still making me sweat, so I can't even open this damn bottle without
using the lady's approach.
Bad Dave. Bad Dave. Bad Dave.
What's the lady's approach?
Using a little grippy thing.
Oh.
I was going to say, have your significant other open it.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure.
Jingles, get in here. Scratch the lid off.
Sour cola is a sour shot with the sweet taste of sparkling cola. All right. Cheers.
It's
Could go
good.
wrong.
Ooh. Sour, yeah. Tastes like these candy cola bottles. So it's quite, but really, really sour. Oh. All right. Now we are back to
He struggled through.
$50 to the next spin on the Wheel of Regrets.
Ooh, hey, Aaron Olivia. I got to meet her in Tennessee. She's awesome. And her husband, Bob, is cool, if that's his name.
Bob?
I thought it was Matt. And then she said, no,
What?
it's not Matt.
Oh.
It's like Bob or something.
It's my
I
name.
think it's Bob.
Yeah. And I'm hiding the choice. So we are down to just 12 more slides on the Wheel of Regrets. We still have clove of garlic, habanero shot, scorpion sauce, aji sauce, and a lot of booze. So you can get me really fucked up if you want to. But but let's see some more about this guy.
Oh, for God's sake.
That's not how this works.
Stay back 10 feet.
I mean, at this point, you're just drawing attention to your vehicle.
It's a sign of distress.
Showing the flag upside down.
Hey, boss, how you doing? Not too bad. Got there at the sheriff's office. I just got pulled over. Hey, so the reason why I'm stopping you, boss, I didn't recognize the tag that was on your vehicle.
Who is he? Justice Sam
Okay,
Alito's
do you have
wife?
your driver's license registration with you?
Here you go. I got the paperwork right here. Where's the paperwork at, Michelle? Here. All right.
It's where?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here. Someone's talking.
It's on speaker.
On my license plate,
That
it
his
said
third
don't.
party intervener?
Do you want this person to talk to the cop for him?
Okay, where's your driver's license, boss?
That's what it is.
Is it Chili
No, I
de
don't need my
Castro?
window down. I'm sorry. So, do you have a driver's license?
Yeah, right there.
Okay, what's your name, boss? I don't see your
That's
name
right.
on here. Can you point it to me?
Boss.
Okay, that's not how this works. Where's your got your name at?
Yes, it's the pocket
Give him the
protector. That's,
paperwork.
oh
Okay.
no, his wife is yelling at him.
Ma'am, if he refuses to identify himself in this traffic stop, there's going to be an issue. Uh-huh.
Michelle? Oh my God, he's having his wife argue for him.
Yeah. I can't find the second part of the boat guy Sov-Cits. What happened after that? Because it's not on Old Squishy
No.
Gardener's Court Watch. I can't find it.
That would be great to see. I might look it up because it's
Yeah, please.
it's in
Because
Michigan.
yeah, it's Michigan, and it's your jurisdiction.
Okay.
So the thing is I've received phone calls from clients like during a traffic interaction. Like they've been stopped and they give me a call. Do I have to blow? Can you talk to the cop for me? I'm like, listen, lady, I'm going to be interfering with the police investigation. No. You know, I always say, what do I always say? You don't talk, you don't blow. Unless you think blowing will get you off. And
I mean, you know,
yeah, that's one way to get out of a ticket.
Right? Mo knows
Don't
what I'm
talk,
talking
just
about.
blow.
no, my lawyer said to proposition you.
David
Wait,
Helm.
a real lawyer? No, he's this guy that I listen to on YouTube.
Yeah, he's a YouTube lawyer. Don't worry, you can trust what he says.
He gives legal advice.
Googling YouTube lawyer at the moment is not the best of ideas because the results might be something.
He's thinking about it. Look, the driver's thinking about it.
Oh, I just heard about a case where a cop's body cam suddenly went malfunctioning.
Was that the PGA guy?
Well, once it resurfaced in the investigation, you heard the lady in the back of the police car saying, well, I can do things for you if you just let me go. And then his camera goes malfunctioning.
Oh yeah, I did
Yeah.
did that story.
Oh, yeah.
Great.
Mo, please.
Okay, so this gentleman pulled an honest to God Super Troopers because the lady of the night, who he I guess was giving a ticket to, was like, "Hey, I'm willing to trade some favors," and he's like, "Shut up! This is all being recorded." Now somehow she had a medical event, and he was back there making sure her cleavage could breathe. I guess, you know, as a
Makes
good
sense.
public servant would do. Then he has to do the call of shame to another deputy because while he was here helping her boobs breathe, you know, the daggone door locked and they're both in the back seat.
Yeah.
Yeah, they may have found male genetic contributory material on the license or on the seatbelt. So it was a very arousing medical emergency.
What were they doing, Mo?
You know, he said that she got her contact. There was an eyelash in her eye, and he was just making sure that she wasn't going to die.
He was putting it out with his tongue.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I remember seeing the clip when the other officer opens the door and it's like, guy, get the hell out of here or get out or something like that. He was like really angry. And then I realized that it was another cop and I was like, why is he so angry? That's funny. Melissa Haddock. What's up with Melissa Haddock? I don't know. Haddock.
What? Melissa
The name
Haddock.
sounds familiar. I don't know. You have to give me more information. You can hit me in Discord.
But this is a year ago. Melissa Haddock confirmed dead.
No, that's a different person.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about. You have to give me some more deets.
Wanda Stevens, welcome to the Viking squad, Viking crew. Welcome. And for the rest of you who also want to be a member, it's $3 a month. You get access to all my members-only content and a link to the Discord. And that brings us to $47 to the next spin on the Wheel of Regrets. Thank you so much, Wanda Stevens. Thank you so much for your contribution and support of this channel. The occasional super chat and gifted memberships, this is what keeps the channel afloat. And it also now sponsors my trip to the United States. I will travel from Sweden on August 7. I will land August 7. I will be in Houston over the weekend on the Matsuri convention. So if you want to meet up, just look for a 6'4", 270-pound Viking. That is probably me. And then I will go to New Orleans, from New Orleans up to Atlanta. And if Fannie Willis spots me, she will put me in jail. If I get out of Atlanta, I will go to Knoxville or outside of Knoxville to Valhalla Awaits. And after that, I will travel to Indiana to meet up with Kaiser Pineapple and Mo and visit Delphi, Indiana to show the diaper Nazis what a real Viking looks like. And after that, it is up to Michigan to visit Dave.
Woohoo. Yes, I got to raise all the ceilings in my house.
Yeah. And we might do a little day trip to Wisconsin and make that infamous test. Can you fit a 270-pound man in a 5 feet by 7 feet rug and carry it into the back of a car without leaving any traces on the way? First of all, you will have the 270-pound guy here. We might have a rug. Now, the challenge is finding somebody who will try to carry me.
They'd have to be Zach size.
Who has to be sack size, which is around 6 foot, 200, 210 pounds.
We'll have Solomon do it.
That's about me.
Yeah.
Because I'm not picking up Nick.
I'm 6'2".
You guys will see me struggling.
215.
Well, that's why God invented those wheeled dollies. Work smarter, harder.
Yeah, Dave, when are you getting monetized?
I don't know, because YouTube is being asshole.
Asshole?
Asshole. Yes, YouTube is being asshole. They say my content is not the type of content that they want to sell to their advertisers.
This is for the future, and I get.
So I might be going a different route.
Huh. What, they monetized my channel?
I know.
Yeah.
I discussed a guy obsessed with.
I'm going to try a couple other things, but
Yeah.
I think I'd rather not go through Google to get money from this. So I'm thinking actually Patreon and some other things. Rather than, I don't want to do locals.
Have you tried
but I'm-
OnlyFans?
Yeah, they don't want me either. But I'm thinking Patreon actually. So so that's what I'm gonna do, I think. And then you guys can, if you want to Rumble rant me, because I'm gonna be streaming more on Rumble too. So you can do it that.
I will not visit Dali in Indiana this time because it's quite of a detour from where I'm going. But if my channel keeps growing, I might do another. Because I do have a 4-week paid vacation each year.
We can go see Jodi Arias.
Yeah, we can go try to visit Jodi Arias. Maybe she can pay for my travels.
Yeah.
Make it happen, Sal. Make it happen. Yeah. Jodi Arias is a multi-millionaire and she can't access it because she's in prison for the rest of her life.
Yeah, she might as well give it to us, right?
Or she see, that's why I'm thinking I should marry her to get access to that money.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Jody, no, I'm just marrying you for your money. I mean, at least you'd be honest.
Well, do we have to consummate the marriage?
And if it's anything Jodi Arias wants in a man, it's honesty.
Definitely what she's going for.
And Sal, you know how us women feel about postmarital sex. We're against it.
And Dave made a Rumble rant for $10. Thank you so much.
Why isn't it popping up in StreamYard?
I don't know why it's not popping up. I don't know how to do that.
Oh, I'll show you one day. Maybe
One
we
day.
could jump on Jody early, and I'll show you how to do that.
Yeah, okay.
Hey,
Yeah, because
she's
I've
mine.
seen it happen. But
Phrasing.
here's the thing. Here is the extent of my technical abilities. On. That's it. That's about it.
Well, I'll tell you what. Once you get it set up, it's on. That's it.
Yeah.
I'll show
And
you how to do it.
Yeah. And speaking of things that turns me on, hello, Hella.
Really, Nick?
Oh,
Isn't it
you're
3
gorgeous,
a.m. there?
babe.
Like on
No,
Sunday?
7:20.
No, it's not 3 a.m.
I feel like it's
It's
3
actually a
a.m. on
little bit-
Sunday.
It's not. It's Saturday. But it's next Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. It's
It is
8:20
not-
a.m. I
Oh,
slept
8:20.
in.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's June 8th over there.
Oh, I haven't seen you in ages.
Oh, good to have you here.
I have a
Good
world
to have
clock.
you here. Hey.
I haven't seen you in forever either, Hella.
Is it?
Hey,
You
darling,
said it's
long time no
8:20
see.
a.m.
Like yesterday. It's 8:20 a.m. Yeah.
Okay.
And God, hello, God.
Hello, hello.
Thank you
It's
for
good to
allowing
see
me
all
into
of
your
my
presence.
children at play.
All your children.
Yeah, I mean, me and Dave more or less monetized these three people.
Oh, you
Yeah.
monetized us, did you?
I definitely
we,
did.
We had you on.
You
We
blessed
told people
us.
to get over to you. The only person now who isn't monetized is Dave.
I know it's kind
I
of
know,
ironic.
right? It goes round full circle. Now
That's right.
now we have to
Now we're trying to help
monetize
Dave.
you.
We're going to get up to around 7,500 subs, and then it's going to dump out, and then we're going to start over. This is what we call Ragnarok.
It's too funny.
Oh yeah, Vienna
Did I
is
just hear
the
you
same.
say,
Yeah, Vienna is the same
Did-
time as up here in Sweden. It's just.
are you not
past midnight.
monetized yet?
No, YouTube
No.
be asshole.
His channel's content isn't really appropriate for advertising, like mine.
Yeah, that's the notice I got from
His,
YouTube.
his
Yeah,
channel needs to be
yours?
more wholesome.
Yeah,
Oh, you
yeah.
are.
You need, Dave. You need to show more penises on stream.
I think
like
that's what it
Sal
is.
does.
But
Yeah.
you know what? I don't get any money from the monetization. It's really just the super chats and the membership. So I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
well, I can go do
Which
that in
is part of
Patreon.
monetization.
Yeah.
But I
I
can.
mean,
I'm like, I don't care. And then if I'm not monetized, I can go ahead and play all the songs I want and the clips I want,
is
and I
true.
don't care.
I mean, my most successful stream and video had 26,000 views. I made just about $30 from it. That is,
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
but that is trial streaming because we don't get ad revenue.
No, we
We
don't. Like,
survive on super chats, gifted memberships, and other avenues, as in PayPal and
memberships
stuff like
is
that.
where it's at. But
Yeah.
like for me, memberships
For
is where
now.
it's at. I get some good
Yeah.
super chats, but like
And
memberships, if people stay members, then
Yeah,
I already have a Patreon account. It's not live. I set it up a while ago. I set it up like a year ago. So I'm like, I'll just finalize that and go live with that. And then
Yeah.
whoever
Yeah.
wants to support me can support me there, and you can Rumble rant me. I dropped
Yeah.
my Rumble link in.
That's a good
I-
idea.
That's an
Yeah.
excellent idea.
but you need to be monetized to have members. So
No, but my members would be the people that pay on Patreon to be a
Patreon.
patron. If you're a patron on Patreon, then I can do exclusive streams over there
Yep.
as well. And so it'll work good. It'll be good.
Now I must show Hella something because Dave has seen this a few times, so has Mo. Just this is so funny.
Crazy.
This is a sovereign citizen trying to argue, and on Zoom, somebody forgot to mute themselves.
Let's go.
I can see why his attorney withdrew. Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah, someone in the prosecutor's office is not muted. I'm going to remove you from the meeting at this time.
Someone from the prosecutor's office shouted off, "Oh, I see why his attorney withdrew." Oh shit.
It's
Oh,
so,
shit.
it was so amazing.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So what who's the sovereign citizen?
The guy, the defendant sitting at the table.
Yeah.
The guy all by himself.
And then he
The
says
guy
he
by
doesn't
himself.
he's confused about the court's jurisdiction. And so the judge said, okay, I'm sentencing you to 1 day jail since you won't answer my questions, and then haul them off. So
Mhm.
hopefully that's a lesson in the jurisdiction and the power of the court.
Because he's so concerned about the jurisdiction.
Right.
Yeah.
I see
then-
Psycho Dolly in StreamYard's chat is saying, or I mean in Rumble's chat is saying that StreamYard's retarded. There's actually a good way to link it now. Just Nick doesn't know about it. But
Yeah.
we'll get him set up.
Yeah.
Ghost
And,
Fox. I'm
but I
in
do
Brisbane,
know-
Australia.
Yeah. If I use the Rumble Studio, it shows, but then it glitches and it stops entirely.
Don't need to do that.
Yeah. But they will show me how to do it. Now, Hella, what do you know about the Geneva Convention?
About the what? Sorry, repeat that.
The Geneva Convention.
Very little.
Yeah. Did you know
More
that
than him.
apparently you can make
Your
a
own
license plate in order to get away from traffic stops?
No,
In the United
I
States.
and I find that very difficult to believe.
What?
But it's true. Just listen
Oh, is
to
it?
him.
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
this sounds
just-
like something that the sovereign citizens would have made up, and it sounds like Chile de Castro's trifold.
Yeah. He's halfway through his jail sentence.
He is. How many hours and days are there to go?
Like 70, I looked earlier.
Yeah.
You want to know something really funny? Chili?
What's the diameter of his asshole right now, do you think?
Oh, it'd be wide. It'd be very wide.
Got his
indeed, but
torture
no one
cuffs
will
on
ever look
and-
at my ass.
No one will
This is
ever
why
look
I
at it.
didn't
but still
monetize
butt
this
dial.
stream.
I can count on 2 hands the number of people that have looked at Chili's asshole now.
Oh no, but it would never happen. No one will ever look at my ass.
Okay. Well, on that
Sexy note.
assular note, I do have to go feed children. They,
Aw.
desire dinner. It was nice to see you,
What are you,
Hella.
a
Thank
better
you for
parent than
having me
Nick?
on.
Oh.
Hi, sweet.
I mean, I don't
Everybody
just
go
throw
over and-
Cheerios around anymore.
Everybody go over and subscribe to Mo in the Deep End for wigs and hilarious takes on law. Because
Yes.
Mo
Doing good,
has
love.
gone through the education of Daryl Brooks
School
Yeah.
of Law.
School of Law.
Daryl Brooks, he's sent me 2 post-it notes. I think he's working on his, entire dictated work of Daryl Brooks in law. And I mean, I feel like I've learned a lot. Thank you guys. I will see you guys later.
Later.
Thank you,
Bye,
Mo.
Mo.
Thank you for being here. But let's just listen some more to these sovereign citizens being stopped.
Okay, what's your name, boss? Sir, what's your name?
Oh.
Everything, right here.
Can I see your name, please?
Right here.
Where?
Right here.
Just point to it.
Right there.
Where's your name, sir? I don't
Right
see
there.
it. Are you the postmaster? That's what
Yep,
it says.
yes,
Postmaster.
I am the postman.
So is your first name Mark or your last name?
Postmaster.
Sounds like his name in Dungeons and Dragons.
Hey, I've given myself a title, undeserving.
Well, if I can make myself a title, it's Batman. It's also my star sign. Because
You say
it's all
Batman?
bullshit. It's all bullshit, and it's all made up. And if I can make it up, I'm always Batman.
Okay, bedpan, got it.
And Mark.
No.
So nothing on here has your name.
Right there.
Your Destiny
First name.
Mark. Destry? Is that how am I saying it?
Yep.
And what's your last name, boss? I can't see it.
Right there. Walkerman.
Walgerman? What's your date of birth, sir?
It's all right there.
It's not
I'm
on
not
there.
telling him anything.
All right. Well, this is the thing. If we cannot properly identify you, then there could be a potential issue for us coming up. Well, that's fine. He doesn't necessarily have to talk to me, but he does have to obey my lawful commands.
Yeah, as you know.
Hey, Murphy.
Why is he looking at my stuff for?
This is part of his job. Hey, Murphy, can you just switch with me real fast? Who? Lieutenant who?
What, Lieutenant who?
Oh God,
Lieutenant
imagine
who?
being married to
Port
this woman.
Authority. They're in like the middle of Utah or something, aren't they?
Yeah.
Just hold on right here. I just gotta look at something real fast. Yes.
Okay, so he's LDS and a
Geneva, yeah, the Geneva Conventions is generally about regulations in water.
And traffic
Generally.
stops.
Yes, traffic stops. We forgot that part.
All right, sir. This is kind of where we're at. So I checked the.
Hang on, Michelle. Hang on. Michelle, hang on.
Shut
So
up.
this is kind of where we're at. So I checked the VIN. The car is currently looks like it's unregistered. So if you don't have, do you have a Florida driver's license or a driver's license out of another state that I can check to ensure that you're a licensed driver?
Right there's all I got.
Okay, well, there's a problem. So I tried to search you up under this. I can't find anybody, I can't find you. So if I can't verify that you have a valid driver's license, then how am I supposed to let you drive off?
She's coming.
All right, that's not
Yeah,
gonna change anything.
He's saying I gotta have a valid driver's license, which
to operate a motor vehicle in the state of Florida, yes, sir.
Okay, here it's Catalina and Howland. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
like-
It's a simple question. Do you have a valid driver's license?
Right there's all my paperwork I got.
I feel like
Okay.
this is hell in my relationship.
Yeah, he's not on Geneva's list.
Well, because he's got it right here. He's got the paperwork in his hand.
All we're trying to do is just identify you, that's it, and then send you on your way. Is that your last name?
Yep.
Okay. Is your ID through Florida? What state is it from?
Listen to how that cop lies.
I'm right here. Yeah.
What state is it from?
She's coming.
That's fine. What state is your ID from?
I don't have an ID. I was surrendering my ID and my birth certificate and everything.
When you used to have an ID, what state was it from?
Colorado.
Colorado? Okay. What's that?
It won't register because fine. Here she is. She's right there.
That's fine. I don't need her actually, and she's not going to come over here. What is your date of birth?
Right there. Everything's right there.
No, not everything is right here.
She just had to end her HOA meeting.
Not at all.
All this, I know.
Destry, hop on out.
I'm not. Why do I need to get out of my car? Have I done something wrong?
Yes.
Whoa. Before you drag me out of the car, what have I done?
Hop out of the car.
Have I done something wrong?
You're failing to identify yourself.
That's not a law. That's not a misdemeanor. Not a law. Hey, don't get in my car. What are you guys doing? What's this? You're jerking me out of the fucking car, Michelle.
Give him a reason. Give him a reason.
You guys are joking me around. You guys are jerking me around.
Look at it. I got you.
All right.
Torture
I'm not
cuffs.
jerking around.
Bring on the torture cuffs.
Who do you think you are, Megan Hall?
Damn. What?
Jesus.
You guys
Like
are jerking me
Paul,
around.
I'm
I don't hear my fucking
Walk over to the car, man.
Figure this all out, sir. Well. Not to show my ID is not to sell the fence. You tell me. But not an ID state.
Separate your feet, boss.
Not an ID state here. And I don't go for 30 seats.
Stop fucking on me, please. It's not registered.
Stay on my wallet.
No.
It's not. Stay on my wallet.
Everything's coming out your pocket.
No.
Hey,
Stay on my
switch sides,
wallet.
man.
I don't accept.
You might not accept it, but it doesn't mean it's not
You
happening.
guys are illegally fucking searching me for no fucking reason at all. None.
That's what Chili
Well,
heard
that's,
last night.
Stop yelling, please.
Okay. Yes. Do you want to talk to him or not? If not, we're going to get him out of here. We're trying to give you the keys.
And off he goes
Hey, what?
to the next call.
Because I have a phone number for him.
Unlock this door now.
No, I'm not gonna you.
Get out.
We breaking it?
Open the door. No. Yes, sir. Get out.
Okay. Yep.
Get out of the car. Oh, shit. Stop it.
Yeah, I mean,
Wait, what did she do that she gets drug out of the car? That I'm a little confused.
she
at.
drives off and drives up. I mean, that could be interpreted as a threatening situation, maybe.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it seemed a bit much.
Because
I feel like that escalated really quickly, unless there was a cut in there somewhere. But I'll give the
Yeah.
cops the benefit of the doubt because they're all assholes.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's not really the benefit of the doubt. We're just assuming they're assholes. But yeah.
On the ground.
On the ground.
Push your hands. No!
Hopefully they can find a buy one get one free lawyer.
I'm not looking into your.
Yeah, good question, Tootly. I have no idea what that thing was.
It's used to smash windows.
Oh, yeah.
Clearly.
Yeah, it's
We have another
designed for that.
10-15.
I mean,
Like
I've seen traffic stops lighter than this that ended up in tasing. I mean,
We have.
yeah, but not
and
on
hotter.
the street. But I've seen it. I mean, we've seen worse traffic stops. This is quite gentle compared to other traffic stops I've seen. I mean, I know when I get to the United States, if I ever get pulled over, it's 10 to 2. Answer the questions I want, or
Are you able to drive?
Look,
Yeah,
she's
I
got the same license plate and sticker on the back of her truck.
The Geneva Convention. Yeah.
You know we drive on the left side of the road, right? Or the left side.
Yeah,
I
don't
have
pull up
I
that
have
close
an
to cops.
international driver's license. I'm allowed to drive in the United States.
Okay. You can drive our cars though?
He just needs to
Yeah.
figure out what side of the road we drive on, and he'll be fine.
I mean, I've been in Houston, and it depends. Really. I mean, I've seen some interesting driving in the United States.
Well, that's fair.
Yeah, and that is also why I will have a rental with every kind of insurance possible.
There you go. It's expensive, but worth it.
Yeah. Parabellum gifted 5 memberships. Thank you so much. And it went to Mads, Fiery Red Podcast, D.A. Val, Justin Smith, and Ghost Fox. Welcome to the Viking crew. Hey, thank you so much. And that brings us to just $17 left to the next spin on the Wheel of Regrets. Thank you so much, Parabellum, for
That's really
supporting
nice
this
of you,
channel.
Parabellum.
Thank you so much. Dun, 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 dun.
You know the best thing about not being monetized? I don't have to read the names.
You love reading the names.
Somebody gift a few more because Dave needs to read the names. Somebody gift 5 or 10 more memberships because.
Oh, he's gone.
Oh no, there he is. For you who don't know, who just joined, Dave is he's the worst on LawTube at pronouncing names.
I don't pronounce names. I don't remember names. I call opposing counsel or defense counsel or whatever because I don't remember their names.
I like that strategy.
Oh.
Great success. He's got enough subscribers. He's got enough everything. They just don't like him.
His channel's not wholesome enough for YouTube.
He's not wholesome enough.
Yeah, they don't like me.
Yeah. Now
No,
let's see what
but
else we have here.
The rest of us apparently are wholesome enough.
I know.
Apparently.
Apparently.
Yeah.
I'm gonna work on it a bit and figure it out, but we'll give it like another day or
YouTube's
so.
changed. Like
Maybe you have to
it's-
do some more new content.
nude content. Oh, sure, that'll do it.
New.
Yeah,
Because
that'll
he's
work
just
out.
uploading old. He's just uploading old videos.
On
Not
new
all of it.
content.
Yeah.
Not all of it is uploading old videos, but even then, it's a video,
It's still
right? I
yours.
mean, that's what YouTube is supposed to start
Well,
as,
it
was
is,
but people just
Yeah.
uploading
It's-
videos.
It's still your content. Like
Yeah.
it's not like
Yeah,
you're
it's
just
not someone
uploading
else's.
Yeah, I know.
old like other stuff, like other people's stuff. It's yours.
But that might be the issue because I'm uploading older stuff from another channel.
Yeah, but you
From
had
your
one
channel.
stream that gave you like 24,000 views. I mean,
Yeah. That was a
Yeah.
really good one. When he
It
did
was-
Which one?
Rekieta's
A small little
Arraignment.
Oh, last
stream.
week.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll just keep playing with it. But in the meantime, I am going to get Patreon up and running because
Now,
that's
this
been
is so
something I was
anyway.
thinking
different
about for the
beer.
last year.
And this next beer is a ship
1PA.
full of IPA.
Ew.
So cheers.
Ugh.
Nom, 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 nom.
YouTube is acting really weird lately.
Yeah. And in my skull glass.
Nice.
Nice.
It's very violent.
Underbronze Aussie. Hello.
On a scale of
Patty. Am I plastic yet? No.
on a
but
scale
I'm
of 1 to 10 being 10 being Nick Rekieta, 0 being not
4?
drunk. Okay.
4, maybe 5. No, I'm on my way. So to speak. Hi, for you who just hi, I'm Nick. I'm not Rekieta. You can see that I don't have powder on my nose. Where were we? Yeah. Yeah, my name is actually Nick. I'm the second Nick on LawTube, or now I'm technically the.
You
You're
need to get the Pope hat.
Actually, there was a post, by the way, that was out there. So
He's
he
coming
might
back.
be coming. He's going to revamp his show and his studio and come back. He's probably contractually obligated to stream.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
so as long as
yeah.
he doesn't talk about his case, I think he's going to have to.
Yeah, at least on Rumble. But then, I mean, my thought.
I thought the
because,
Rumble contract was gone.
whoever wife he screwed around with, the wife swapping thing, that Steely Toe Dan, or whatever his name is,
Aaron.
He is out there spilling the guts on everything.
He's incriminating himself, is what he's doing.
Yeah,
that too.
That speaks to Nick Rekieta, because anything that is inconsistent in that, the defense attorney, which I hope Nick has hired,
He is going to.
will take and say, look at Steely Dan, what Steely Toe, I don't care.
Aaron.
What he said
Aaron.
according to the
Aaron.
affidavit, and look what he said on his stream. He's, not good.
There is no question that the cops are watching all of these streams, and
they
They said it in the affidavit that
Yeah,
they were.
it was in the affidavit that they were watching.
yeah, but they're
like,
watching all these following up ones. Like
Yeah,
they're
I'm
watching
sure.
Aaron.
They'll be watching him if he streams. Absolutely.
Yeah, but I reckon they're watching Aaron as well.
Oh yeah,
probably.
Yeah.
Now,
Like,
who wants to watch
poor
a
them.
mom who who wants to watch a mom who
What a
flips
crap
out
job.
and goes off on a high-speed chase?
All right.
With her kid in the backseat, as a
Wait.
responsible parent should do.
Wait, is that my mom?
I can hear you. I need driver license and insurance, please. I can't hear you. I need your window down. You're speeding. You are.
Not right now.
60. We're going 75. Right. I can't play about it. Can I get your license and insurance? I need your driver license and insurance, ma'am. Do what? Okay. You got an ID on you? Okay, I need you to step out of the vehicle then. Do what? I can't hear you. I can't hear you, man. Can you roll the window down? Can you open your door so I can hear you?
By the way, in some states you don't have to roll your window down, and this cop is just being lying and saying, "I can't hear you. I need it down."
I didn't hear you, Dave.
I said in some states you don't have to roll your window down, and you don't have to talk to the cops because presumably rolling your window down could be a violation of your Fifth Amendment. And
Yeah.
so this cop is just lying by saying, "Oh, I can't hear you. Roll your window down."
Yeah,
But anyways,
like I've seen people like at those drunk stops where they like have a sign they put in the window with their license.
Yeah.
I'm not rolling down my window to give you probable cause to say I'm impaired. And
yeah, I'm not advising you to do it. I'm just saying,
No.
like, the cop is obviously trying to get her to roll down the window so that he could smell whatever he wants to do.
But I've heard that American cops can smell marijuana from their closed car to another closed car for up to 50 yards away.
Ah, yeah, I've
Are
heard
they
that too.
are they doggies?
Oh,
they have
no,
doggy
they're
smell
just trained
sensors?
and have experience.
But I
Oh.
saw that Steve Lado had a case where a dog who put his paws on the driver's side window, that was an intrusion. So that was thrown out.
Yeah, yeah. That's why oftentimes you don't have to roll your window down, and you can just roll it down. You know, just
Yeah.
enough
I'd love
to
to see
hand
a
them
puppy
paperwork
come
or
up
show
my
them
window.
through the window.
Yeah. And this, what was the case I was covering? It was where the pregnant woman's testimony about what she smelled was admitted because she was pregnant, and that meant she had a heightened sense of smell. That was interesting.
What one was that?
Yeah.
The pregnant woman, heightened sense of smell. Oh,
It was
can't
the
help.
state versus. Well, he was convicted with that extremely poor prosecution, but the fact was
that the bench
actually
trial?
good. They didn't need all this absolute shit show.
Was it the bench trial?
Yeah, it was the bench trial.
Oh, that guy that unalived his
stepdaughter or daughter or
Oh, okay.
I don't
The
remember
one
the
that
name,
you
but you
covered.
did it. Yeah, a few months ago.
Yeah, the one I covered, it was.
To be fair, I have been. With Justin saying in the chat, I have been driving down the road on the freeway and smelled marijuana from the car in front of me.
That is true. I have as well. So.
Yeah,
That
but it was
stuff
just the
that
whole
sticks
pregnant
in.
thing.
Oh, it
heightened
was
sense of smell.
Iowa versus Henry Dinkins.
Yes.
Hang on,
okay.
Dinkins. That's right.
Yeah.
That was
Where
stupid.
the female proof examiner, whatever's, claimed that she had a heightened sense of smell because she was pregnant, and therefore
she was a
smelled
detective.
bleach in the trunk.
Yeah, she was a detective or crime scene
And it was
handler.
so stupid because the entire prosecution was so immensely stupid, even though the facts were there for
You didn't
the
have
conviction.
that. Did not need to come in.
No, it
That
was so
just
stupid.
sounded ridiculous.
Yeah, and I said during those streams, if he doesn't get convicted, it's because of the prosecution who keeps adding on so much stupidity. And it was so horrible, but he got convicted, but for all the wrong reasons. But the evidence was there.
Yeah, the
yeah,
judge
it was-
relied on the testimony of the other kid who was
Yeah.
like who conflated had the wrong murder weapon, and it was just like
He first claimed he was there and saw it happen. Then it was evident that he couldn't have been there when it happened. And they still relied on it. And it was so stupid because once you took out all the bullshit, there was enough evidence to show that Mr. Dinkins actually did the deed. It was so stupid.
That's right. The prosecutor talked like a preschool teacher.
Yeah. That's the prosecutor who went into. She was mid-50s lady with bingo flaps in a shirtless dress.
Okay.
Yeah. It was such a stupid trial. It was such a stupid trial. But speaking of stupidity,
Let's see how stupid this person is.
Yeah.
I do have my camera on. Can I have your driver's license and insurance? You don't have it on? I do have it on. Can I have your driver's license? I'll call my supervisor. Can you come? Can I have your driver's license and insurance? Okay, I'll get one out here for you. I need your driver's license and insurance.
$7 away from the next speed.
Shit, I get that, but the quicker I get your license and insurance, the quicker we can get out of here. Okay. The quicker I get your information, the quicker we can get out of here. Okay. Thank you. I'll be right back. Yes, ma'am.
And she films the cops. Yeah, that's.
Do you want me to call an ambulance for you?
Why is she getting out of the car?
Ambulance for you? Okay. My supervisor, would you like my supervisor? He's on the way. Okay, would you like me to call an ambulance for you?
No worries, Sal can fix her. And she's off. And
Zero 7 dispatch. My driver's taking off from we're going northbound. Get on this right.
that's not a car to run off in.
We're getting on the turnpike going eastbound. She ran from me. She said her daughter is having a medical episode. She just needs food, but she's a golf from it. I have her license and insurance.
We get you 14 to 07 what speeds are you at?
We're just at 55 right now.
Hospital parking lot.
Right now.
Dave, just a rundown. What has she violated?
Well, assuming her license plate is valid, whatever criminal offense that she or traffic violation, but then let's see, fleeing and eluding, reckless driving, and maybe interference with the police investigation. So maybe 3 felonies
so far.
Well, 2 felonies and a misdemeanor.
What's the address you said it to? Of course, is that address in our city, Redmond? Good problem. Who's the next closest unit to vacuum?
She did stop at the red light.
We're going northbound eastern. She's following all traffic laws. We're going about 55 miles an hour still. She stopped at the red light at Eastern and Memorial.
Did she hear the stop?
No, she stopped for the red light and then it turned green and she kept going forward. Now we're going northbound on Eastern, passing Oak Way.
Your call has been updated.
Coming up to Eastern Memorial, she's still following my traffic clock. 8 miles an hour. Slow turn eastbound on Memorial.
Is she using her turn signal? Yep, she's got her turn signal on. But she's driving safely.
Oh, they're wanting to dig all the pilots are out. 214 square.
Speeds are 50 miles an hour. We're still going eastbound on Memorial.
I mean, what is she thinking right now? What's going on in her head?
I could do this. Seen this in movies. It works.
I mean, she's like MG Simpson. She's ignoring all traffic laws. I think even the speed limit.
It's not a speed chase, but it's not a high speed chase.
Sorry, 100 case emergency. Oh, it's 10:30.
She's getting when
the gas station
on her window. Why are you going to the gas station? I thought you had to go home to give your child insulin. Why are you at the gas station, lady?
All right, we want to thank Morgan and
Yeah.
You,
Why are you at the gas station?
Really, Jesse? Now?
I had to stop and get gas, while I was
I'm
on
trying
my
to
way.
get away, you assholes. I need gas.
What did she think was going to happen?
By now you have resisting arrest. Yeah.
Get out of the car.
I'm not. Get away from me. I told you my daughter's having an emergency.
I understand that. I told you I'll request EMSA.
No,
You
we're not on
I'm having an emergency, but I'm not taking her to the hospital nor home for the insulin. I'm going to go to the gas station and casually yell at the cop when he approaches me.
Oh, dear me.
Oh, that hurts. Oh, they're putting the pain grip. Just so you know, the pain grip is called the pain grip for a reason.
Get out of the car.
Really? It's not comfortable.
No.
Get out of the car.
I need.
Get out of the car, ma'am.
I need you to send one of your supervisor officers to the E-Express at Memorial and Bryant. Your officer is
Trying to get out of the car. She's not getting out, and her passenger daughter is trying to help
And my
us out.
daughter is
I'm held right now.
something to eat. I'm not going to get out of this.
And again,
I'm not
grab
contracting
your
with
daughters
you.
away from the next
Let go of my hand.
No, ma'am.
Come on.
I'm not getting out with you.
You want to see me?
I'm not going anywhere with you. I'm not going anywhere with you. I didn't contract with you. Let go of my wrist.
Oh my God, I didn't contract. There's
I want
this
you to take my credit card in and go get you
There
something
it
to eat.
is.
Go.
Sov-Cits. I don't have a contract.
I believe you have a valid driver's license, woman.
I need
If
you to come to
anything,
Memorial
that's a
and Bryant. You
contract.
have an Oklahoma City police officer.
She's calling 911 while getting arrested.
Oh, that's a good choice.
Send the
She just
cops.
went
At least it's getting recorded. If you could call 911 during an arrest, it will get recorded at least.
Now, to be fair, if you believe, like if someone's pounding on your door in the middle of the night and they identify themselves as police officers and you're not sure, you can call the police
No,
and be
he's
like,
trying to pull me out of my own vehicle. And I
Hi, Lolita, smile.
go. Let go of me, man.
Generally?
Let go of me. No, let go of me. I'm not getting out of my car.
I must say,
I'm not going to
ma'am,
get out.
He's quite gentle.
I'm not getting out of the car. I don't have to. Dude, I'm not getting out.
Yeah, as a Sov-Cit, why would she want to call 911?
Yeah.
yeah, she didn't
These people
contract
have-
with the 911 operator.
They have circular logic, these people.
It doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
I mean, the internal constructions of their logic doesn't make sense.
No.
Say that we don't recognize the court's jurisdiction, but they show up.
Yeah.
Call 911 when the police are attacking you. It just doesn't make sense.
And they try to apply their constitutional rights when something bad happens.
Yeah.
This is like I wish the law was this way, but you still need to understand that it's not.
Yeah, I mean,
Let go, please. Please let go of me.
No, man.
Where's this guy's backup? Why is the daughter getting in and out of the car with a child? What the hell is going on?
What?
The child
Is the
just
kid
got
just
out of the
walking
car
around?
and back in the car. Yeah, the child just got back in the car, right?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to pay a
I'm trying to
speeding
get her
ticket.
food. And I was driving the same speed limit as everyone else.
I explained it to you.
You
As soon
took
as I
my
finished the
license and
citation,
you were.
you'd be good to go.
I'm not
I
doing
was going to
that.
write a quick citation. You were going to be good to go.
Dude, my daughter.
And I understand that. And I offered to call IMSA for you.
I don't want
to have
IMSA.
her
We don't
checked out.
contract with IMSA. I don't have money for IMSA.
It was just to check on her to make sure she was okay.
I have been doing this since she was 5. I would like you to let go of my
I'm not
arm.
going to let go of your arm, man.
No.
Okay. Well, I guess
Salvador.
we'll just remain here because I'm not getting out of my car and you're not jerking me out. So you
But
can
I
go
can
write your
jerk you out,
citation,
sir.
and I'm going to get my daughter
We're
some
past
food.
that now, so you decided to run.
I didn't run, man. I don't contract with you. I gave you what you asked for, and I asked you to come on because I have to get her food. I wasn't speeding.
What's up, man?
Trying to get people that
Thank
we
you.
actually traffic with. You're a trafficker, and you've got me here breaking my arm. Because you probably traffic all the dope in here, don't you? Okay, I'm asking you to let go of my arm. I'm asking you to let
My supervisor's
go.
here now.
Please let go.
No, ma'am. I'm not letting go. You're gonna get out of the vehicle.
I'm not getting out.
You're getting out of the vehicle now.
Why is he not just cuffing her?
Because she's struggling. He's waiting for backup. He just wants to make sure she doesn't drive
Right.
off.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, okay. So
Now
that's
she
all-
goes into
there we
panic
go.
mode. Now she's in the panic mode. You could see it in her face.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now backup has arrived.
This is pretty sad.
I hope she gets like a significant amount of time. Just even if it's just like 30 days. Just give her 30 days.
Yeah. I feel bad for a kid though. Hey.
Well, mainly I want her to get 30 days because I want her child to learn from this.
Mm.
Be like, don't
How
act
old's
like
the kid?
mommy.
Do we know how old the kid is? Like the kid's obviously like big enough to go walk around.
Yeah, apparently.
Apparently.
So the kid just witnessed her mom evading the police like that, like legit driving around with the sirens following them,
Mm-hmm.
and then yelling at the cops with the cops like having her in an arm hold like that.
Come on, guys.
Yeah.
That's pretty
It's a
garbage.
beautiful. It's a beautiful experience. There was another video I saw recently where a mom was being arrested for shoplifting, and the child is screaming at the police. And it's like, oh, here comes the next generation.
Mm.
Oh.
Something to be proud of, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, these people are insane. Monkey see, monkey do. Yeah, unless they're taught a lesson, like unless they realize, like, even though mom's a little out there, I don't want to be like her.
Yeah. Yeah, look, I've seen kids who like have parents who are just like nutso and they just don't want to be anything like them at all. And they grow up to be okay.
Yeah, sometimes parents are a warning of sorts. Like, oh, I don't really want to do that.
No.
And sometimes they just turn out just like their parents.
Mm-hmm.
Nick, which one are you?
If I was half the man my dad is, I would be very proud of it, because my father is an actual alpha male, an actual one. My father turned down promotions. He turned down opening factories in other countries. He turned down a stupid amount of money to stay home with my mother when she got sick. And have raised us kids. That, to me, is a proper alpha male. Not this, oh, look at all the teenagers I can screw around with. No, that's not alpha. That's just pathetic. Alpha take care of their family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's my dad too. That's my dad too. Rest in peace.
Well, my dad is still around. He's closing in on 80.
Really?
And and he is, well, let's just say he still refused to acknowledge he's even 60. So last summer we had to drive up there because he started to do renovations on the pool. And then he couldn't get out of the pit because he just, jumped down without a ladder in the pool pit, and then he discovered he couldn't get out of it. Yeah. And he was quite mad about it, especially since we kids said, we will show up, we will help you with that and everything. No, he sure as hell he could do it himself. And then we had to go save him. Now, what kind of dad do you think this man is?
This is excessive. Come on, man. Wallet.
Disturbing body camera video shows a violent arrest in Colorado.
We can do without the commentary.
Yeah.
It happened on November.
Well, get back.
I ask why you're a little snippy. What's the problem is? What's the problem? Yeah, you're following too closely. Can't you see the roads are icy? You see me slowing down and you're still coming up behind me. There's no reason for you to be doing that. Brakes in there. It's not good. Don't tell me how I should be driving. Okay, I'm in a marked. All right, but that doesn't give you the right to follow a marked patrol car close like that. What if I had to stop? I know there's ice there. That's why I was cruising, so I don't slip. Both, really. There's no reason for you to be that close behind a marked patrol car. Okay, when you find that, stay in the vehicle, your registration and insurance. I'll be back.
At the time of the incident, Espinoza and
Do you need to be behind this traffic stop? Yeah, I do. Why? My son right there. He was following me. Okay, he's on a traffic stop, so you don't need to be behind it. Well, you gotta be mean. Oh, I'm not being mean. We just don't like when people pull in behind us. I don't like when they pull my car. That's what we get paid to do, to pull people over. Well, you don't get paid to be a and you don't either, okay? I don't got to put up with you. Okay, I asked you a simple question, okay?
Answered it.
You need to leave now or you're going to get charged. It's that easy.
body camera video then shows the pair arguing about the father's decision to also pull over.
He can pull over. I asked you a simple question. If you have attitude, that's your problem. Okay? Coming on my door. Yeah, you saw me and you rolled your window up when I came. Hold on a second, okay? No. You rolled your window up when I walked up, okay? So I knocked on your window, okay? You are not a cop. You don't need to be behind me, okay? So you need to leave right now. I don't need to do anything. You got 5 seconds to leave, okay? There's no reason for you to be behind this traffic stop. No reason, okay? No reason, okay? It's not a public street. No reason. Do I not pay taxes? Do you always stop behind cops when they pull people over? I ain't stopped right behind it. Okay, you don't need to be here. You don't need to be here. Okay, you need to go. No, I don't. I'm waiting on my son. Right, he's fine. Right back.
Deputy Noel's body camera video shows what happens next when Lieutenant Trujillo walks away.
No reason. No reason. Do you always stop behind cops when they pull people over? I ain't stopped right behind you. Okay, you don't need to be here. You don't need to be here. Okay. You need to go. No, I don't. I'm waiting on my son. He's my ride back to Wilson. Leave. Leave.
That's the part. You can stay. Hey, stop. Stop. Get the car. Get the
What did he do though? Wait, hang on.
Get out the car. What are you gonna do? You gonna? That's the file. That's the car. Give me the radio. Get out the car. 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 Get out the car.
What did this guy do?
Get out the car. Stop it now. Get out the car. Get out the get out.
What did this guy do?
I'm not sure.
See, here's the thing. Okay, so let's start this over. So the guy says he's following his son. His son gets pulled over. So he just pulls to the side of the road behind. He's not interfering. He's not saying anything. Mm-hmm. Cop walks up to him and says, "What are you doing?" He says, "I was following my son. You pulled him over." And the guy also said, "Why you got to be an asshole about it?" to the cop, because the cop kind of was a dick. He hasn't done anything illegal. He's not interfering with anything. He's literally sitting back there. Yeah. He hasn't committed a crime, so they have no right to detain him.
Yeah. I mean, this is an improper escalation of the situation. I mean,
absolutely it is. There's no reason for that. I might have missed something because I was looking at a few other things, but as I just explained it, if that's really what happened here, the cops are in the wrong.
AMD law, yeah, unlawful orders all around, because there's inconsistencies in the statement from the police officers. There is both stay and leave.
Yeah, he's not being detained. He's free to go, so he leaves.
Yeah.
Separate body camera video shows the incident from another angle.
Get out the stop it now! Now! Get out! Get out of the car! Now! Get out of the car!
Hey, Nate, you see this?
car.
Do you see this?
Get out of the car.
Do you see this? Are you recording? Yes.
Yeah, we're recording it.
Yes.
What the hell do you think you're doing?
I ain't doing anything.
Okay. Now you're on a traffic stop and you're trying to drive away?
Get out the car. Call state patrol.
Get out the patrol has nothing to do with anything. Okay, they don't have jurisdiction over us. Get out of the car now. No.
I got my truck.
I don't give a put it in park.
I just did, pal.
Don't pull away from.
It's a blizzard of snow. Yeah, it's just
It's most
snowing
definitely
as much
snow.
as it was when John O'Keefe died. By the way, okay, so let me tell you this Dollywood story. I haven't told anyone. So we were so Wendy H and I are driving to Dollywood, and Wendy H, of course, paid for premium parking so we could park right up by the gates. And so they say, turn your lights on and like follow the signs. We're like, okay. So we start following these signs. These signs say premium parking exit this way. And we're like, we don't want the exit. We want premium parking. So we're still driving and we see the next sign that says premium parking exit this way. And it goes up this hill and towards like start heading out of the park. And we're like, oh, maybe we went too far. There's a cop parked behind us off in this like parking area. So I put it in reverse because it's only a one-way road, and I back up to the cop, and he gets out of his car. He's like, what the hell are you doing? I'm like, I'm backing up to talk to you, officer. I don't know where to park. But he like flipped out because I was backing up anyways into a parking spot. But he was kind of a dick. And I said, I don't know where the premium parking is because these signs aren't clear. And he's like, it's up around the corner. It's like, all right, well, anyways, but cops can be dicks. And but he had, this particular case, these cops are total dicks. They had no reason to even approach this guy. I mean, maybe they can approach him, but once they say, yeah, you pulled over my son, I was following him. Okay, cool. Well, we'll be done with him in a minute.
Yeah. It's a necessary escalation.
I'm not.
You're going to get lit up.
I'm not.
Okay, you're going to get lit up.
Breaking my arm, man. Hold on, I'm going to get out. Get out the fucking car. I'm complying with you. Can you hold on? I'm not. Get out the car, man.
Get back over there now.
I'm trying. You just stay there and record. You guys
get out.
Hold on.
Now.
I'm getting out. I'm not.
You're under arrest.
I'm not.
Get out. Turn around and face the truck. You're under arrest.
Okay, guys.
Put your hands behind your back.
Down.
Put your hands behind your back.
Video shows officials tase Kenneth while attempting to get him into the back seat of a squad car.
Get out of the car.
Hey, now. Get out
the car. Hey, Nate, do you see the fucking car? Do you see the
out of the car?
You see it? Are you recording?
Yeah, we're recording it. Yes. What the hell do you think you're doing?
I ain't doing anything.
Okay. Now you're on a traffic stop.
Dave, would you take this lawsuit?
I would, although at this point the guy needs to get out of the car and start complying.
Yeah,
and then you fight
really
it in court.
does.
You don't fight it on the street.
Yeah.
Like, all right. Yeah.
Get out the car. Call Steve. Get out the car.
It has nothing to do with anything. And they don't have jurisdiction over it.
Get out of the car.
Put it in park.
I just did.
Seatbelt is off.
You
don't pull away from me.
I'm not.
You're going to get lit up.
I'm not.
Okay, you're going to get
You're
lit up.
breaking my arm, man. Hold on, I'm going to get out.
Get out the car.
Get out the car. Can you hold on?
If it hasn't already. This is a lawsuit if it hasn't been filed already. I mean, I haven't seen the whole thing. I mean, if he turns around and decks the cop, maybe, but we'll see.
Get out the car, man. Get back over there. Now. I'm trying. You just stay there and record.
What do you mean? Like, what's the lawsuit?
Hold on. Now, I'm getting out. I'm not.
You're under arrest.
I'm not.
Get out. Turn around and face the truck. You're under arrest.
Okay, guys.
Put your hands behind your back.
Down.
Put your hands behind your back.
Put your hands behind your back.
I'm going.
Put your hands.
I'm going peacefully, son. Settle down. What's going on here?
Get back.
Hey, he's recording this case. That's fine. He can record all he wants. This is case, guys.
You do what you're told, all right? You think it's okay just to roll up on traffic stop?
No,
and not do what you're told? Now you go to jail.
That's all right. I'm a
Turn around and face the truck.
I'm already cuffed, man. You guys not listening. If you listen, you ain't get that handle.
Now let's go.
Move.
Let's go.
That's great. You need to stay on the phone. Get in the car. Get in the car. Get in when you. I'm gonna tase you. Get in the car. Get damn. No. Turn around.
These cops are really good at de-escalating.
I mean, at any time, these cops could have just de-escalated.
Yeah, they're horrible at de-escalation. I bet you they violated a ton of their policies. They violated the law. This guy could be, he's resisting arrest at this point, right? But those charges aren't going to stand. They're going to get dismissed because the stop and the detention was unlawful in the first place. And he's going to have a nice lawsuit. Those cops are going to get fired. That should be the result of this.
Yeah, but I mean, Ian Runkle has this. Is this guy still a cop or not? And I assume these guys are still cops.
And
Not
Barton
necessarily.
Bella said that they were. Where's Barton Bella's comment? Barton Bella said, let's get back up. Cops were fired and a lawsuit settled.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Yeah.
So let's go. Let's go.
Sorry, Ella, what did you say?
I just said, hey, this Steve from Publicly Buzzed is here.
Oh,
How's
hey,
it going?
hey, Steve. Hello, Steve.
Hey, guys. In there. You need to settle down. Get in the car. Get in the car. Get in when you are Get damn now.
But moments after Kenneth is seated in the back seat of the squad, he's pulled out once again.
You have your wallet on you? Don't do that, man. I'm gonna get you out. I'm gonna pat search you. Now get out. I got my wallet. Get out now.
Leave. Get out.
Now. Get out the car. Okay. This is how it's gonna work. Okay. You're gonna do what you're told to do, and that's it.
This started out as a normal traffic stop. The kid was in front of the dad. Dad pulled in behind. And this is the result.
I would do that. If I was following my kid and they got pulled over, I'd pull the side of the road and just wait for him.
Yeah. And then you just calmly explain to the cop, this is my kid. You have him pulled over. I will be just back here just to see that everything is okay. The cop then, okay, stand back here, sir. Don't rev the engine. Put the keys out of the ignition so we can see it pushed on the dashboard. And everybody's on their merry way. But no, here we are.
Stand up. Get up. Up against the car. Spread your feet.
Come on, guys. You should stop. Come on, man. Thank you. This is ridiculous.
Well, quit acting like an idiot.
I mean, acting like nothing. I got
I believe that is you, officer.
shot me right in the goddamn face. That's fine. Go ahead and roll meds all that.
Quit grabbing my arm.
I'm not doing that.
Lean up against the car.
Jesus Christ.
Spread your feet apart.
I can't.
Spread them.
241 is spread in life, fellas. Jesus, I thought you guys were good, man. I stopped behind my arm. He was following me to forward, man.
Just calm down for us.
Kenneth can be heard saying the situation is excessive, arguing.
I ain't acting like nothing. I got a taser piece in my lip. You guys shot me right in the damn face.
Later, Deputy Noel can be heard explaining what happened, arguing.
Trying to open the door. I said, get out the car, stop the car, stop the car. He runs it while I'm holding onto the car. So I had him at gunpoint. Then he puts the car in reverse, backs up almost hits Henry's car while I'm still holding onto the car. And we tried getting him out of the car, and he had the car in drive, and he accelerated, but it didn't go nowhere.
First responders then discussed the tasing incident before taking the father to jail.
We tried to get him out, and he was refusing. And then when we tried to put him in, he was refusing. So I tased him, but he fell back. So one hit him here, one hit him in the chin or something. So who happened? I'm going to take a look at him. And then I tried to get him up to
forehead with the
his
taser.
wallet because he wouldn't tell me anything. And then
that would hurt.
They hit him in the forehead with the taser.
Dude, that could have hit
These
his
cops
eye.
deserve to never be cops again.
That could have hit his eye.
Seriously? A taser is considered not a lethal weapon, but
It's
can
less than
Less
lethal. That's how they call
less
it. now.
than lethal, but it can cause severe injuries.
Depending
not
where
a
the probes hit you, yeah. Just ask Kim Potter.
you rolled up.
Okay.
I'm going to get him over to the jail.
I'll have Matt meet you at the jail.
Kenneth Espinoza was originally charged with resisting arrest and assaulting a police officer, but those charges have since been dropped. His attorney says he plans to file a civil suit against the sheriff's office.
And apparently
We've
it
been here for a long
settled. They were
time.
fired
Here.
as they should be.
Yeah.
Well, it's nice to see things end up correctly eventually.
Yeah. I mean, they
Doesn't
shouldn't go
always
that way in the
happen.
first place. This is the problem with police, is that they attract a certain type of egotistical personality. Not all of them are, but a lot of them
No.
are. Oh.
It
Now,
sucks
we
because I'm
have,
sure there's some lovely cops out there.
We have 8
If you say
minutes
so.
until Danny Ann starts her birthday extravaganza. But I have one here, which is really, really recent. And you might have already seen it.
Uh-oh, is it
But
mine?
let's see. No. No,
Oh, this
no.
guy. This guy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this one.
I
This one's gone
practiced in front of this guy.
crazy.
And you have? Wait, seriously, you know him?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I practiced in front of this judge when I first started practicing, and I filed this emergency stay of an eviction proceeding alleging fraud on the landlord, and which I still believe they were they were pulling BS. But so this judge grilled me in the Socratic method, and he would say something like, "What about this scenario?" And I would give him an answer. And he's like, "Well, what about that scenario?" And I give him an answer. Eventually, he reached a point where I was like, "Judge, I don't know how to answer that." And he said, "That's why you lose, Mr. Helm." And but it was having like a good time with it. And afterwards, he knew I was new because you could tell by the bar number that I was like brand new. And so he took me aside and he was like, "Just careful when you're alleging fraud," and then da 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 da. But
sweet.
he's like a father figure.
Yeah.
You want him to like you. You want to impress him, but you're scared to death of him at the same time. So he's an awesome judge.
You know what's funny though is, well, play it and then I'll say why this actually was kind of BS.
Okay.
Turned himself into the Washington County Jail by 6 p.m. today.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Tate for Mr. Harris, who should be present via Zoom.
Mr. Harris, are you driving?
Actually, I'm pulling into my doctor's office, actually. So just give me 1 second. I'm parking right now.
Look at his face. He already knows what he's gonna do. He already knows.
So great.
Just dropped his pen.
I'm pulling in right now at this second. Yes, I am.
All
He
right.
thinks that's
What are we
his safe
doing?
Your Honor, we are respectfully requesting an adjournment in this matter, up possibly 2 to 4 weeks if the court would allow.
Is that his lawyer?
Okay.
Okay.
So maybe I don't understand something. This is a driving while license suspended,
That is correct, Your Honor.
and he was just driving,
That poor woman.
It takes a
and
minute.
he didn't have a license.
That's the charges.
Oh.
Oh, crap.
That is with the charges, Your Honor, yes.
No, I'm looking at his
Yes.
record. He doesn't have a license. He's suspended and he's just driving.
That is correct, Your Honor.
Oh.
Oh.
He just has no idea what to say.
face.
This is so good.
Yes, fire red.
1 minute, Mr. Harris.
I don't even know why he would do that. So defendant's bond is revoked in this matter. Defendant is to turn himself into the Washington County Jail by 6 p.m. today. Failure to turn himself in will result in a bench warrant with no bond.
What was he thinking?
Your Honor. Mr. Harris, I'll be giving you a call.
Okay.
Court calls the case, People versus Maya Isom.
The thing though, Fiery Red brought up, and the Michigan Secretary of State was wrong because his license had been reinstated, but they never did it on their end after he
What do you
paid
mean?
child support. His license should have already been reinstated, but it wasn't.
Oh, so that sucks.
I mean, he still shouldn't have been driving because, as far as he knew, it was
still a revolt.
Yeah, I mean, if Secretary of State didn't. So that's the thing. That's one of the things that's there's a problem. Like, right. So if one of my clients pleads guilty to a DUI, right, and their license is going to be suspended for say 30 days, the question is when does it actually start? So if you plead guilty, it's supposed to start that day, but Secretary of State doesn't know that. And so they won't know that generally for about 24 to 48 hours. And then they generate a letter and send it out. And so is it when you receive the letter? Is it when they mail the letter? Is it when the court imposes the sentence? It's not really clear under Michigan law. And so if it's reinstated, then the question is, well, is it when the charges, the child support charges are addressed by the court? Is that when it's reinstated? Is it reinstated only when the Secretary of State receives notice? Because the court takes it both ways. So like if you're sentenced today for a DUI, in the court's eyes, your license is suspended. But then it's not going to be reinstated until the Secretary of State receives notice and they change it in their system. That seems to be double dipping, right?
Yeah.
But that's the state of Michigan law.
Look, I think there's a really simple rule, and I don't understand why these people who are going to court on Zoom do not adhere to it. Simply turn up without being like doing something else. Like people just get on there on their mobile phone and they're just walking around the house or driving or
Oh, you mean I'm just gonna be doing this?
Yeah.
What's going on, Judge? Yeah, what do we got? What do we got? Oh, here. Yeah, that's my case, Judge. I mean, that's what they're doing.
Or something. It's just like, dude, you're in court.
Remember that guy?
My camera, damn it.
Remember that guy, Johnny Depp, who had a depo done, and he was in the car for the deposition, and at the end of it, he just puts it in the gear, just drives off.
Oh, I messed up my camera all kinds of bad ways. All right, hang on.
And John Depp's just laughing. His attorneys are laughing at it.
Yeah, that was the security guard, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, for the building.
It's like,
made it
guys,
that
you're in
while
court.
in the car. That was
by the way, I've attended court hearings from on Zoom from my courtroom, or from my car. I mean, particularly like if I'm in court in person on one case and I got to Zoom into another one, I usually just sit in the car. But I'm not driving. There's not a lot of noise around me. I try to make it look like I'm stationary, which I
not
usually
blasting Death Cab for Cutie.
Yeah, right.
I mean,
so when Zoom first started, I wish I saved this. I wish I would have known ahead of time that I was going to jump on YouTube at some point in the future. But there was a Zoom hearing I was sitting on, and it had 40 participants because there was just a cattle call and the judge was just calling cases. And there was this woman, I don't know, she was extremely overweight and unhealthy. So I'm going to say she was about 50. And she's just sitting there looking at the camera, and it's really dark. And the background is lit up. And there's a guy in a white velour jumpsuit with a white fedora or like a slouch hat walking around, and he's just doing this. He's just in the background. for like an hour behind her, and she's in a house, right? You could tell it's a house. It's not like a coffee shop or something. For like an hour, and he's just doing this. I'm like, I want to know that guy's story. I want to interview him. I want to know everything about his life.
Uh-huh. What led you to this moment?
I know, right? What are you doing? I want to know your life story.
Hmm.
And
And then
talking
maybe
about
you don't.
Yeah.
Maybe when you start talking to him, maybe you don't.
Now, I've stumbled upon while looking for dirt on Fannie Willis and Adrian Love, the prosecutors in the Young Thug case and the Trump case. I stumbled on the Shane Kendall case, and I got in contact with his lawyer in the civil suit. She's coming to Denmark in a few weeks for vacation, so I will meet up with her, and we will do a stream about the Shane Kendall case. Because it's a wrongful death suit, because Shane Kendall, autistic, schizophrenia with visual thingy, ADHD, and a bunch of others, medicated and everything. The case is, the bottom line is, he was at his mother's place. His mother and dad divorced. She didn't control his medication. She got a new friend who kept guns around the house, loaded. And during one of these episodes, he got a hold of one of these guns and sadly pointed it at his mother. But, so, a horrific situation. Adrian Love chose to prosecute him as an adult. He was 15 at the time. Autistic with schizophrenia, because Shane was
That's ridiculous.
a crack baby. He was born with a crack addiction. And so everything, but Miss Love, through different procedures, managed to get him into Fulton County Jail at his 18th birthday.
Jesus Christ.
He didn't live to 19. Less than a year later, he was gone. So they are filing a wrongful death suit. I've been
In
doing
the jail?
In jail, in Fulton County Jail. He tried to commit self-ending. The guards called the local medical team, who didn't show up for 6
that one.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
And the medical personnel, the first on the scene, refused to give CPR because she had a bad knee. The second who showed up didn't know how to work one of these shock apparatus. And when he then, instead of trying to apply it, started CPR, the guards themselves told him, "Stop it. You're doing more harm than good." And this wrongful death suit have now survived the first motion to dismiss. Now, sadly, Prosecutor Love is not named in the lawsuit because
immunity.
But in my opinion, she is the prime reason why Shane Kendall is not with us anymore. So that is a case I will doing more deep dives into when I'm not doing the Young Thug thing, which, by the way, the courthouse in Fulton County didn't have any running water today. So there was no court, and it is not a court day. So I will do a Shane Kendall update on Monday. I hope you all will show up for it. Tomorrow, by the way, is Jody Aries Day.
Yay.
Yes.
Yeah.
With me and Dave. And after that, I will do a new episode of Serial Killer Saturday. Dave, what do you have going forward?
I have Jody Arias going forward.
Yeah.
Actually, no. So I've got some Lego streams in the work, and then Solomon Anderson and I are talking about setting up a date for a Zach Anderson stream. And that's about it right now in my horizon.
Dali, what do you have going forward?
Monday at 5 p.m. Eastern, I'm still doing still on the direct examination of the TikTok killer. Very famous. I don't know why.
So famous.
He really is. He was
so famous. I've never heard of him.
Well, millions of views on TikTok.
You're not on TikTok, Dave.
Yeah,
I am on TikTok. I got the talk.
But he unalived his wife. I hate using the term narcissistic, but it fits him. He unalived his wife and his boyfriend. So I'm covering that case. He's testifying currently. We're on direct examination.
There's my TikTok.
We're coming up to cross.
I've got more followers than you.
I'm sure you do.
We're coming up on a cross soon, though, and it's really good.
Okay, Hella, what are you up to?
All sorts of things. I'm in Coburger land right now. The Coburger situation is just nuts.
Yeah, I heard in the latest hearing there's actually a reasonable thing that, I mean, the Coburger starts to get it's starting to get into a Karen Reed thing.
It's been getting that way for a while, but it's
they might
really
actually have the wrong guy.
Oh, they've got the wrong guy.
Cyray said
that
he reserves the right to change his mind if he gets the rest of the data. It could change, but as of now, he's like, it's not him.
Okay, so Cyray is a forensic data expert, and he's only ever testified for a prosecution, but the defense has him
for the first time in his career.
He's an absolute genius. This dude, he's a get for the defense, and he's actually developed his own forensic tracking software called Trax. It's used by the military, and anyway. He actually testified yesterday for the defense at a hearing. The problem is that the FBI has just walked. Like they did the initial investigation and did all the stuff and they preserved. Well, they may have preserved something, but they ain't handing it over.
Yeah.
But that's the stuff that said that Koberger's phone apparently stopped connecting to the network. Very Zach Anderson like. Around the 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. period, which is when the crime apparently occurred, right?
How convenient.
How convenient, right? And people kept saying, oh, he turned his phone off. Well, no, it just stopped connecting to the cellular network. But the defense is saying, no, he was in a park called Hawaii Park, which was 40 miles to the west. And there's very thin cellular coverage over there. But what Cyray is saying is that, no, there would have been ways of showing that he was there, just not from the traditional cell tower pings. There's GPS tracking that could have found him, Spotify connections, for example. Maybe some other ways, like, for example, are you familiar with like Find My iPhone and if you subpoena companies like Facebook and Google, etc., there's other little pings that you can get from satellites. So this software that he uses, and it's actually already been accepted in Idaho just recently in the Chad Daybell trial, which is a great precedent because it's just now. This guy, Cyray, he's saying, you have to hand over this stuff, because if you don't hand over this stuff, and the defense is saying, if you don't hand over this stuff, you can't use any of the data that shows that he was like riding around near the house that night, because from 2 a.m. to 4 a.m., he was over there. So, you can't have your cake and eat it too, guys. You can't have him riding around the house the rest of the night, but then say his phone was off from 2 a.m. to 4 a.m.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. You can't have both. So they're going to have to hand it over, or Mr. Cyril, he has his ways of being able to show where he was. It's very, very interesting. And the other interesting part of this, just before I finish up on this topic, because it's fascinating, is that the state has been trying really hard to close these hearings off now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Miss Ann Taylor, who is a fantastic attorney, she has been arguing just recently for these hearings to remain public.
Yeah.
And she's actually saying very clearly that she believes that Brian Kohberger is innocent. And that's really putting her reputation out on the line.
Yeah,
she's a public defender.
And Cyray's too.
Yeah. And she has said, listen, Brian Kohberger is innocent, and the public need to know what's happening here. And the state has been arguing no to keep these now we need to start closing off these hearings. Yet the hearings have been open.
Yeah, they wanted it to be open as long as things were in their favor, but now when bad stuff showing up, they are trying to close it. And speaking of closing it off, we are $17 left.
We time.
We have $17 left, but I thought I will give you all a discount because, I want to. So here is the Wheel of Regret.
You got off easy. Wait, what is that?
It is a vodka shot.
Nice. At least we're going out with alcohol and not hiccups.
Alcohol. There it is. This is Nemirov vodka from Ukraine because it's always going to piss someone off. Cheers.
Skål. I ran out of beer.
Well, after one, you're drunk, so that's okay.
I was feeling it a bit.
Don't breathe while taking a shot.
Oh, I thought you were drinking the $10 bottle of vodka I normally get.
Yeah. And with that, I'm going to send you over to Danny Ann's birthday stream.
Nice.
And I will be sending you off with the song I asked an AI to create called Sovereign Nonsense.
Drinking beer, laughing like fools on the street, claiming laws don't apply, 10 cents a knee. You shout and scream, ain't got no clue. Conspiracies and chaos paint the town blue. Watching from the bar, we chuckle and cheer, bartending outside with another toy.